Hello and welcome to One Stop Co-op Shop Streamed, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. And today we are playing through Marvel Crisis Protocol. We are playing through We Are All Will Be Metal. That is a scenario, what's called an ultimate encounter that they came up with. This is normally a one versus many scenario, but this is the One Stop Co-op Shop, so we are going to show you the co-op version. And I haven't introduced my guest host with the most. What's up, Jerry?
Evening, everybody. Evening, everybody.
Yeah, so we are somewhat new to Marvel Crisis Protocol. I'll be honest. I've only played 3 games of it, so there may be some mistakes here. Please let me know if you catch us doing something wrong. We will not be offended, trust me. I would appreciate all that help.
I will be. I'll be offended. I'll be offended.
Yes. Well, Jerry will be offended, but nobody cares about you, Jerry. Let's be honest.
Good point.
All right, and this is an AI bot that they have on the Tabletop Simulator mod, and in this AI bot, the AI will do some of the things, but not all of the things. If you notice, this map is floating, which is kind of cool. This is something they did, again, on the Tabletop Simulator map. This is supposed to be Sokovia, and so we are kind of trying to rescue these civilians that are hiding in these buildings and cars and things like that. We're going to be trying to rescue them, taking them to this home base point over here, which is an extraction point. And every time we do that, we're going to get 1 victory point. We are trying to get to 12 before Ultron does. Or we could just kill Ultron. That would work as well. Of course, every time he knocks one of us out, then he's going to get some victory points. And then also, we're fighting controls over these Doomsday consoles. There's 4 of them on the map. So he's just going to jump around and control those automatically. We are going to have to run around and get to them and control them as well. So at the end of every round, so after we all take all of our activations, then those Doomsday consoles are going to score as well. So there's different ways of scoring, but bottom line is the way we win is we either get to 12 points first, or we knock Ultron out. We're going to have to knock him out 5 times, I think it is, in order to win. And then he is going to either try to knock us out, scoring victory points. So basically, his only victory condition is getting to 12 victory points. And he's going to do that by knocking us out. All right, so what are the basics of the game? Well, we have 2 teams here that we are taking against Ultron. Ultron's just going to be 1 character, but don't worry, he's got plenty of stuff going on. We've got Jerry's going to be controlling the Avengers team over here, which consists of Captain America, Vision, Spider-Man, and Iron Man. And the way you build these teams is you're going to look over here, and there's a point value. It's different. All right, so why are the cards different? They just updated some of the cards. You'll notice the difference between Ultron and Vision, or not Ultron, Captain America and Vision over here. That is because they just updated some of the cards and made some of the characters that were a little bit weaker, stronger, and some of the characters that were a little bit stronger, weaker. So these have the new versions of the cards. So this is what all the cards are going to look like eventually. I do think it's a nice, cleaner graphic design, but for now we got a mismatch. So that's how many points they're worth. And so we're building 15-point squads over here. I know they're not called points. I forget. I think it's called threat value. So Jerry has these 4 characters over here, and then I've got 5 over here. I am taking the Guardians. So we got Star-Lord. Yes, Venom is going to be part of the Guardians for this scenario. That's one of the cool things about the game when you're building your teams. You don't have to have everybody from the same, what's called an affiliation. So these don't all have to be Guardian characters. In fact, since I'm controlling 5 characters over here, only 3 of my 5 need to be Guardians. Now I do have 4 Guardians along with Venom, but it's kind of neat how they let you sneak in other characters as well, and you still get your affiliation bonus. And we'll talk about what all that means in a minute. All right, so I got Star-Lord, I got Venom, I got Rocket, I got Nebula, and I got Gamora. So a couple of my characters are a little weaker, as you could probably guess. Rocket over here is only worth 2 threat values, same with Nebula. And we'll discuss some of their strengths and weaknesses as we go along. So, yeah, like I said, we're each going to take our activations. We are going to do 3 activations total between Jerry and I. And then Ultron's going to do his activations. And then we're going to take 3 again. And then he's going to do his. And then we're going to take our last 3. And then he's going to take an activation as well. So if you have any questions or anything else, this is a miniatures game. You are going to be using rulers. There's a couple different ranges you talk about. You have these range rulers here, which are usually used to measure attack ranges, things like that. And then you have these movement rulers as well. So those are used usually to measure movement. Now, moving is a little easier in this game than it is in some games. When you are moving down something, oops, I've got the grids on. I got deployment grids on. Sorry, it wasn't letting me get out. When you move something, well, now I've got to snap them back again. All right, so I place this movement tool. Let me clean up everything. Let's try this over again. When you do movement in this game, you are going to hit this place button at the end of the tool here, and then you can move them anywhere along the tool. So you can see my hand is way out to the side here, but it's not letting me go past it. So movement is pretty unrestricted here. Some of the other things that are make it a little less restrictive than a lot of miniatures games are the fact that you can move through other characters and you can move through terrain. You'll notice everything has a size here. So this truck is size 4. This building is size 3. This building, huge building over here, is size 5. You can move through anything that is your size or smaller. So this lamppost, you can move right through it. Characters you can move through regardless of size, even if they're bigger than you. And most of these human-sized characters are size 2. I'm betting Venom is probably size 3. If you look over here, it tells you what size they are. Yep, Venom is size 3. Rocket is probably small. So let's see. Rocket, yep, he's size 1. So he's going to have a hard time walking over anything. He's going to need some clear ground to walk through. But even the smallest characters.
Groot to carry him. He needs Groot to carry him.
Yes, he needs Groot. That would be awesome. Actually, if you look at his model, I don't know if it's that way on here. I mean, these models are great. Yeah, you'll see he's kind of riding on Groot's little branch here, on the end of his branch. And on the Groot model, it shows him shoving his arm into the ground. So he's got Groot with him, even though Groot's not here physically. He's off the map somewhere, just like pushing him around. But even if they are smaller than something, so any character can get to the top of this building, the way that works is you would just take a climb action. And what a climb action means is instead of using whatever your normal movement tool would be, whether it be long, whether it be medium, you just use a short movement tool, and then you can act as if you are size 5. Now, there are certain characters that have abilities like wall crawling or flying, which treat them as size 5 all the time when it comes to moving, and so they can just move freely. So, while it is a miniatures game, there's a lot of freedoms here that a lot of miniatures games don't have. And so we'll talk about some of that stuff, and how it works throughout the game. But, Jerry, did you have anything else to add or anything to comment on before we get started here? Because I know you haven't played a full game yet. You only did like one turn of a starter game with me.
I think we did 2 turns. But no, I don't have anything to add.
Nothing to add. All right. So we are going up against Ultron. So they do have an AI in here. So I'm going to just do the enable AI mode. We got Ryan here. Hello, Ryan. He says, hello. Been interested in this game. Cool to see it. I hope my volume comes through. Let me know if this comes through, because this is pretty cool. So I'm going to deploy Ultron.
This is the best I can do. This is exactly what I wanted. All of you against all of me. How can you possibly hope to stop me?
All right. So hopefully you heard
that. I doubt it.
Well, no, I did computer audio. I did do it.
You did? Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, I'm trying something new. I did computer audio this time, so I'm hoping that came through for you guys. Ryan or whoever else is out there, let me know if you heard that. Because I think it's a neat little trick, or not trick, but thing that they added at the beginning. But we are going to go first. So we can search these objects. So one of the things we can do, well, I guess let's start at the beginning, shall we? The first thing that happens in every turn is you do a power phase. And during the power phase, everybody gets 1 power unless it says otherwise somewhere. But for right now, we're all going to get 1 power. Now, the nice part is you can do something called automatic power phase here. Boom, and it gives everybody 1 power. So this number down here, you can have a maximum of 10 power. Everybody should have 1 power now to start. Ultron AI is not going to have any power. This second number here is their health. So you'll see they have 5 health. That's also listed on their card over here next to this little healthy looking dial over there. So that'll tell you their health. So there is some information on here. When we're done activating somebody, we're just going to click this little check mark activated button, and that's going to mark them as activated. Not only here, but if you'll notice, all their stats are above them here as well. These 3 numbers you see above their so you got their power on the bottom, you got their health on the top, and then these 3 things above it are their defense. So if Captain America here is facing a Physical attack, he has 4 defensive dice. Energy attack, he's going to have 4. And a mystical attack, he only has 3 defensive dice. So that's kind of neat, too, that in this mod, they've done a lot of good stuff to automate a lot of this stuff. Ryan says, not sure if you guys can hear it, but Jerry's voice is double. Heard the epic James Spader, though. Oh, okay. So I think Jerry's voice is double. Thank you for letting me know that. I think Jerry's voice is double because I've turned on the computer audio. I'm going to turn it off now. I just wanted you to hear that. All right, Jerry, go ahead and talk. And like I said, Ryan or somebody else can let us know if you're still double.
All right, I'm talking.
Talking.
Good thing I'm quiet. That way,
Well,
it emphasizes everything I say by
That's right. We're just here. You're the silent strong type. You're like the Rock in all those in all his movies.
You notice I haven't said anything for a couple minutes now.
Yes, that comes from a movie Jared and I saw when we were younger that called Fear of a Black Hat. If you like, all right, Ryan said it's all good. All right, so it was coming through the computer volume as well. That's all right. There's no more real computer volume to do. So I think we are good to go. Jerry, you want to go first activation or you want me to go?
I'll go first.
All right. So go ahead and pick one of your characters, and then we'll kind of talk through some stuff.
So
you're going to go with Vision.
I'm thinking about Vision, but what's range B4 mean?
Okay, so B is a beam. So if you do a beam attack, so let me hit a 4 here. It's not as great in this scenario, but what a beam attack does is it hits everything touching the ruler. So wherever you aim it at, it'll hit everything. And that does include friendlies. Now, when you hit friendlies with a beam attack or an area of effect attack, then they only take 1 point of damage. Just outright, no rolling dice, none of that stuff. But they will take damage and any effects that come along with that beam attack. Beam attacks are really good in multiplayer games, obviously, or games when you're fighting against more than one enemy, because it'll hit you can line it up to potentially hit multiple things with one shot. But unfortunately, with just one enemy, not nearly as good.
All right, I'll do Iron Man
okay,
first.
So let's look at Iron Man. So the first thing to note about him is he is a medium mover. What that means is he moves with a medium move ruler. Where's Iron Man at? There's Iron Man. All right. So if you look, there's a short ruler, there's a long ruler, and there is a medium one. So he's using the medium one. Jerry, you can move that around and you hit the place whenever you're ready. Now, if you are within range 1 of this truck, what range 1 means is... go ahead. I think you have to do that first before I can do the range 1. If at any point... I don't know why it's not working. Oh, it doesn't work on terrain, so I have to do it with you. So if you're within range 1 of any terrain, so actually you're within 1 of this lamppost right now, you could search it as an interact action for people. Now, to find a person hiding behind a light post would take a very good roll, because you're rolling to find them. But if you do find one, that is one of the objectives, find the people hidden throughout the town and take them to the home base over here. But that is one action. What are you going to do for your next action? So every character is going to take 2 actions, and moving is 1. Interacting is not an action, though. To interact, you do have to spend power, though. You spend 1 power to interact with whatever you want to interact with.
So I am going to go to the top of this building. But I'm Iron Man, so I can fly. I don't have to take a climb action, so it's just a regular move.
So
right?
go ahead and...
Not that a climb action wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but you would have just had to use a short movement ruler. Yep, hit place. And then you can actually almost get all the way to the other end of it. That's all right. If you're just going short, you can basically go anywhere on that building. We see you could make it to the end of the building. You are not within range.
So now I can...
You're not within range 1 of anything over here.
I know. I'm in range 1 of the building.
Yes, you are. Oh, yes.
So can I use an interaction?
You sure can. Yep, you're on top of the building. So the way it's going to work is you spend a power. Go ahead and click down that. Just click on it. Left click, I think. Boom, boom.
No, right click.
All right, so because it is a size 3 building, you're going to go ahead and roll 3 dice. So come over here to the fancy dancy dice roller over here. Hit plus 3 times till you get 3 dice. and then hit the roll button. And we are looking for 2 symbols here. We're either looking for criticals or the magic symbol over here. If you get either of those, then we find one. And you sure did. Yep. So we're going to go over here to the Ultron dashboard over here and grab one of these terrified citizens. I'm just going to copy some and put them over here. Go ahead and grab one of those, and you can either put it on your character sheet or wherever else, just to know that you do have one. And actually, maybe try to drop it on yourself. Let's see if it... Oh, it does show you with the terrified citizen. That's cool. All right, because you have it on your sheet, if you look above your head, it shows you having a citizen. So the AI will actually know that when he's doing some of his AI maneuvery stuff, which is kind of cool. All right, so Iron Man has done 2 actions. He didn't interact, which again does not count as an action. You can also do, so there's a bunch of different text on this card right here. If you look at the top things that have ranges next to them and stuff, those are attacks. Those do count as an action. The things on the bottom are called superpowers that don't have strength and stuff like that, and we'll cover all this. But those are superpowers. Some superpowers cost a power, like Friday AI costs 2 power to use. So Jerry did use his 1 power instead of for Friday AI. He used it to search. So he doesn't have power anymore. But he has Invincible Man. Whenever he would suffer damage, reduce it by 1 to a minimum of 1. So that's kind of cool when he gets attacked. And he has Flight, which he was talking about. Flight means he counts as size 5, so he had no problem flying up to the top of that building there. And those are Iron Man's special powers. Now, he also gets this leadership ability over here. So the way this leadership works is anytime there's a star next to it, it's a leadership. Captain America gives his leadership to the entire team. Now, the team does have to be an Avengers team, meaning, again, we talked about at the beginning, over half of the characters have to be Avengers. In this case, they're all Avengers, so it doesn't matter. But even if they're not all Avengers, for example, in my team over here, Venom still gets the leadership ability of Star-Lord over here. So let's see what your leadership it is. A day like any other. It's affiliation Avengers. Again, so you are an Avengers team. Each turn, you may reduce the cost of the first superpower used by each allied character by 1 to a minimum of 1. So again, if we look at Iron Man over here, he can use this Friday AI for 1 power. Because he's on this Avengers team. So good to know. It just lets him add 2 dice to all of his attack rolls. And again, that's not an action. So you still get your 2 actions, which could be 2 moves, 2 attacks, whatever else, anything that says action on it. All right, so that's 1 character. We're going to go faster as this goes along. Obviously, let me see what my Guardian's power is. So during the power phase, so I should have done this already, choose up to 3 allied characters. Give each chosen character a Winging It token. While a character with a Winging It token is attacked, defending, or dodging, it may spend the Winging It token to modify dice step to reroll up to 2 dice. At the end of the round, remove all Winging It tokens. So basically, I can pick 3 characters that I want to give Winging It tokens to. Well, I'm going to give 1. What do these Winging It tokens look like? I'm going to give 1 to Venom. I'm going to give... Oh, I don't know why it's got a 3. Oh, I know why, because the power just changed. It used to be you gave him 3. I'm going to give 1 to Nebula, because these are my attacker characters here. And Rocket is going to get 1.
Rocket, okay.
Yeah, man. Rocket's not... Rocket does some damage. Rocket rolls 5 dice on his 1 attack and 7 dice on his other attack. Rocket's no joke. And he's got a personal bodyguard. When he's the target of the attack, if an allied group is within 2, well, that doesn't mean anything. Never mind. Groot is never going to be the target of his attack. But he's got something called Nimble, which is kind of cool. This character does not suffer damage from collisions. So if somebody throws something into him, he just automatically dodges out of the way of it. And he always benefits from cover also. So he doesn't have very many defense dice, but... he's always in cover, basically, and it's easy for him to hide behind buildings and stuff, because all he has to be behind is something that is 1 size, and the enemy...
He can hide behind a lamppost.
Well, he'll get cover. He won't be not seen, but he could hide behind, a 2-size car and won't even be seen by the enemy. And he gets cover even if he's standing out in the open. So that's one of his cool special abilities, but I'm not using him right now. I'm going to use somebody. I'm probably going to use Gamora first, and I'm going to have her search and maybe do something. So let's look at her. She has a long move, so I'm just going to try to run her up here and try to get some objectives completed here. So she'll run up, And if actually you right-click on this place button instead of left-clicking, just moves it to the end. Now you see she's within 1. So 1, when you look at these range rulers, is the side of the ruler. You can see she's obviously, if you look at the shadow down there, she is within 1 of this building here. So we don't, she can search this building. The building is size 5. Oh, one thing we forgot to do. You successfully searched this building. So we're going to grab one of our Avengers tokens and put it on the building, because we can't search that building again until during the cleanup phase. So go ahead and grab an Avengers token. Actually, I guess we got Guardians tokens, not Avengers tokens. Just grab one of those.
That's good enough. We know what it means.
Yep. There you go. That building has been searched. Oh, and then you used Iron Man. Go ahead and click this check activated button there, and that's going to mark them as activated. You'll notice not just down here, but up here as well. So, kind of nifty. All right, so I'm going to search this building, size 5, so I get up to 5 dice. We are going to roll them all, and I need, again, a critical or a magic symbol here. One of these two is what I'm looking for. I did not get it. Gamora is not nearly as good as searching. She did have to spend her power to do that, which is a shame. So what is she going to do for the rest of her activation? You know what? She's just going to kind of move up a little bit and be between this home base and the building. She's going to try to usher people back and forth between these two. We know she has a long move, so she can move super duper far. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. We're just going to move her a little bit up here. Again, I want her halfway between the rescued citizen and the building over here. And again, if I measure size 1, I can see she is barely, but definitely within size 1 of that token. And then I push the 1 on her, and she's also within range 1 of the building, because you can see the shadow over here. Although it doesn't go right to her. There you go. That shows it. Oh, maybe she's not within size 1 of the building. Uh-oh. All right. Well, we know she had plenty of movement, so I'm going to slide her over a little bit and make sure. I'd rather her be within size 1 of the building, so I'm just going to make sure she's really within size 1. She can't be within size 1 of both. Those sneaky devils made it so I couldn't do both. But I'm actually going to move her all the way to the building then, because I'm going to have her hopefully benefit from cover if she gets attacked. All right, so that is 2 characters activated. Jerry, you want to activate another one, or you want me to activate one?
I'll do Spider-Man.
Alrighty, Spider-Man. A long mover as well.
Spider-Man's gonna interact with the fire truck.
Okay.
So that's 4 dice.
Yep, size 4. Oh, you got to hit the dice to get him in the middle. Oops.
That would be
nothing.
Nope. All right, and then he's going to take a long move.
All right, I'll get that out for you. Whoops. For no reason. There we go.
And
if you right click, it'll just move it to the end on the place.
Oh.
And then I will do it again for you. If you're going to move again, I don't know.
Yep.
Sweet. You good?
I think I'm within. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right,
good.
we'll hit his activated button, and we'll be done. All right. So we're going to do the AI now. First thing they do is roll for Doomsday. We are playing on the tutorial difficulty. That means we don't have any cards ourselves. Normally you'd have cards you could play as well as using the powers on the cards. We don't have any of those. But we only roll 2 dice for the Doomsday roll. So let's go ahead and roll those 2. And then we're going to consult this.
So why don't we do it now?
Because it's
every 3
yeah,
turns.
every 3 activations for us that Ultron activates. He's going to first do roll for whatever that was called. Doomsday. Then he's going to do a programming function. Then he's going to do an assault function. So let's go and look at this chart over here. See what he rolled. He rolled a hit and a critical. So we start at the top of this chart up here under the Doomsday device. Now he is going to get +1 dice for each Doomsday machine he controls around the board. I forgot the other way he can win instantly. If he controls all 4 Doomsday devices, he wins instantly. So we're going to do top to bottom. So we do have a regular hit. So we do the secondary power reserve. Oh, I'm sorry. That's for just a critical miss. We don't have a defense. We have a horrifying scraping sound. The Crisis Team characters drop all objective tokens they are holding. If no Crisis Team character are holding objective tokens, treat this result as a devastating barrage, which would be down here. All right, and we are going to do a devastating barrage as well, but first you're going to drop that crisis token. So Iron Man here has to drop it within range 2 anywhere. We get to decide. That is the special rules. Normally, if somebody knocks somebody else out, you want it over here. You can see the shadow, so you can do it anywhere along that shadow. That seems like a good spot for it. Although we don't want it within range 5 of him, because then he'll go after it. It is just out of range 5 of him. That's way more than out range 5. That's good. And we'll see why in a minute. So he did that. Now he's going to do a devastating barrage. The Comet Threat player chooses 3 Crisis Team characters within 3 of the home base token. Chosen characters suffer damage and they gain a power. Alright, so within range 3. I am clearly within range 3. And Iron Man.
Yeah, I got it.
So we both take a damage. Now Iron Man does have his iron suit, so he reduces damage, but unfortunately only by 1. So I'll just show you on Gamora. She's going to take 1 damage, and she is going to gain 1 power. So every time you get hit by an enemy attack, you get power equal to the damage you take. So that's one of the cool parts. As you get more damaged in this game, you are going to be able to do more stuff. So next thing we're going to do is do this programming functions. So we're going to look at this and go from top to bottom. So again, first thing he does is works on the Doomsday device, then he does this, then he does this, and then it's back to our turn to do 3 activations. So first thing, if there is a character holding a terrified citizen within 5 of Ultron, he would advance toward that character. That is not the case since you had to drop that citizen. If there's a citizen token within 5, he advances toward that token. If he gets within range 1 of that token with his advance, he immediately captures that token or kills that token and gets a victory point. So we don't want him running up to those tokens. Thankfully, he is not within range 5. So then he's going to go to a Doomsday console that is not within 5 of himself, and he's going to advance toward that console and basically capture it for his side.
No, that he doesn't control, that it is within 5.
Yeah, well, it says not within 5 and then is within 5.
No.
It's weird. I don't get this. I think he teleports to it, so I don't know why he does it as advance and stuff like this. I actually have a question in on the forum about that, but yeah, they haven't responded to my question yet. I mean, it's the holidays, I guess, but I asked the Monday before Thanksgiving, so I don't know. Maybe they don't know the answer to the question either. But the nice part is the AI is going to be done automatically. So programming, they picked him, this console here, and they put him in control of it. If you notice, they got this little, if you notice floating above it, they have a little Ultron picture here. So you can see who's controlling it. We drop one of our tokens on it, and we would get control of it by doing that. Now, we can just interact with this token, take control of it, but the problem is when he is within range 1 of a token, we cannot take control of that token. You can tell he's within range 1 because you see over his head, he's got that little symbol there. He does not have the same restrictions. He could take them over whether we're there or not. We cannot take them over if he's there. Now, if we push him out of the way or whatever else, then we will still be able to take it over. But unfortunately, right now, we could not take it over because he's there. All right, so that's the programming. Now we're going to look under assault functions. So let's come down here and see what this is. If there's only one member within range 2 of Ultron, he's going to make a Metallic Talons attack. Targeting that character uses the Folly of Man superpower, which we can look on his card and see what all that means. So he uses the Metallic Talons, so that's at range 2 of himself. That symbol next to the little strongman symbol is how many dice it uses. It costs 0 power. Now he doesn't use power, so it doesn't matter. But it also says he uses the Folly of Man, which would normally cost 2 power. But it says before rolling attack dice, you may use this superpower during the attack. The character adds blanks to its roll as successes. So normally, obviously, blanks wouldn't be a success. But if there's only one character within 2 of them, he is going to use that Folly of Man superpower, so blanks are going to count. So if there's nobody within 2, or if there's not only one within 2, he's going to look to see if there are more than one within the range of his Ultron's Rage attack. So Rage attack is an area of effect attack. If you look at his card, I can't zoom in anymore, unfortunately, but you see that A1, so that's around him. Everybody within one of him is going to take a 9 dice attack, and if you look under it, there's some text. Actually, I'm going to need to zoom in on that. So that Rage of Ultron attack, if this attack deals damage, the attacking character is pushed short away from him, so he's basically pushed away as well. So not only does it going to do whatever damage it does, but it'll probably push away as well. And then if this character has 3 or more corrupted firmware, that means every time we beat him, meaning get to his 8 life, he's going to get these dazed tokens or corrupted firmware tokens. If he ever has 3 of those or more, the range on this becomes 2 instead of just 1. So that's why it said within range. It's an area 2 effect, so everybody within 2 of him instead of everybody within 1. So it becomes more powerful as he becomes damaged. Now, not all of his attacks are that way. We'll see one that doesn't in a minute. If there's a Crisis Team character within 4 of Ultron. And then if there's more than 1 in this situation, you look at these priorities. First, he's going to attack holding a terrified citizen, then the most injured, meaning the least life left, and then lowest energy defense. If there's still a tie, and if there's still a tie, we get to pick. So this attack, though, he makes an energy blast attack, and we'll look at that. Where is it? There we are. Sorry, taking you for a flight over here. Energy blast is a 7 strength attack. It is within range 4 of himself. And after this attack's resolved, he gains a power, but again, he doesn't gain power. It rolls 1 less attack dice, though, for each time he's been defeated. So this actually becomes less powerful the more damaged Ultron becomes. Whereas the Rage of Ultron becomes more powerful the more he's been dealt damage. Alright, and then if none of that happens, then he goes back and does a secondary programming function. So if he gets no attacks off. But it's going to tell us what to do. We're just going to hit assault function. And it says Ultron.
So he attacks Gamora.
Gamora with metallic talons. Now, what he's going to do, because she might get cover from this building, because this building is bigger than her and she's within range 1 of it, but you don't get cover if you are within range 2 of the person attacking you, and again, you can see the shadow underneath. You can see it's covering her. So unfortunately, she is within 2, so Gamora gets 0 cover for this attack. So, which attack did it say?
Metallic Talons.
So we can just click Metallic Talons over here. Oh, because she's within 2. So that means she's going to count all blanks also, or he's going to count all blanks as hits for this attack.
Yep.
Which is not great for Gamora. Got to be honest. All right. So you rolled 2 criticals, which count as hits. 2 regular hits, which count. Blanks also count in this case. So right now he's doing 6 damage. Good for us. Criticals also explode and add 2 more dice. So we're going to go and roll those. Normally we'd roll our defense first. That's 2 more. That is 8 damage coming at Gamora right now. Gamora. This is not good for Gamora.
That's not great.
Gamora has 5 life left. Gamora is probably not going to survive this. So this is a physical attack. She has 3 physical defense. So she gets to roll all of 3 dice. She is not looking for hits. She is looking for criticals still. She is looking for the magic symbol as well. And she's looking for these defense dice.
Oh, wow. Nice roll.
That is not a roll. I didn't hit the roll button. Let's see. So I have stealth. If the characters must be within range 3 to attack her. Well, it definitely is. Deadliest woman in the galaxy. She's the deadest woman in the galaxy right now. When this character makes an attack, she may change 1 die result of a hit to a hit for each magic she rolls. So that's kind of cool. Martial prowess. When this character... Well, it doesn't matter. She only has 1 power. She can't do any of these superpowers. Now, she does have... Didn't I give her... I didn't give her one of those tokens. So she doesn't get rerolls. She gets nothing. Well, that's all right. So she's going to roll her 3 defense. It's probably not going to go well.
Nope.
All right. So what this failure here is if you have rerolls for any reason, you can never reroll failure dice unless you have a special power that tells you can. So I blocked one of those 8 damage. So I take 7 damage. Good news for me, you cannot take more damage than you have life. So I'm just going to take 5 damage. And I get 5 power because of that, which is kind of nice. What's not nice is I'm dazed. Silver lining. Come on, baby. So I am dazed right now, so he won't be targeting me, attacking me, anything else. I am basically unattackable. I am not out of the game. Gamora is not out of the game. There is a flip side of the card, which is their damage side, which they may have different stats. They may do different things. Their powers may cost different amounts. For the most part, a lot of the characters are the same. Maybe their life will be different on the other side, but we're not going to worry about that for now.
Does he get points?
What was that?
Does he get points?
No,
for that?
only if he knocks me out. So I am not injured. And in fact, I just thought about something. When I said injured meant he attacks the most injured character, that's actually not correct. Injured means if they're on their injured side, if they're flipped already. And then it's the lowest defense. And then as a fourth tiebreaker is whoever has the least life left. All right, so that is all Ultron does. Just that. not much.
Yeah, just that. Just wiped out Gamora.
I mean, Gamora's not dead. She's definitely not dead, but she's also definitely not happy. So one more thing I didn't tell you. If you are thinking about attacking him, Jerry, come over here. One last superpower to learn about for Ultron. He has a superpower called Enough. So it says, after an attack that damaged this character is resolved, you may use this superpower to throw the attacking character short. So he will do this if he ever takes 3 damage from us. So he will throw us short. After an attack, yeah, there's not even a range to that. Wow. So he's going to try to throw us into something we are near. Either another character or into a building or something like that. So just useful to know that he will try to throw us. You mind if I go with Venom? I don't know what Venom does, but so he moves short. I see that. But he's a wall crawler. No, that really doesn't matter. Let's see if I can get in range here. I'm just going to move over to here. That's my first activation. My second activation, I am going to attack. Alright, Venom, what is your attack? So I got a 0 cost attack over here. And I got all these things over here. But you know what? I can't afford these things. So first things first, let's do this Symbiote Tendrils. It's a 5 dice attack. After this attack is resolved, the character gains power equal to the damage dealt. After this attack is resolved, the target character gains the bleed special condition. Unfortunately for us, guess what? Ultron can't bleed. If you look under, like right under his... I should have... At some point, I'm going to be smart enough. Alright, I'm doing it now. I saved the camera angle. Alright, so if you look under here, it says he has flight, immunity to bleed, poison, stagger, and stun. So, unfortunately, we cannot bleed Ultron. But, let's see. But I'm going to attack. So I get a 5 dice attack. Let's see what happens. Alrighty. So I got 2 hits. I got a magic. And all magic means is some of these attacks might say if you roll a magic symbol. Let's see if I can find one that has one. Here you go. Elemental Blast. See, there's a little magic symbol here next to Elemental Blast. If this attack is resolved for each magic symbol. So if it's got a little magic symbol, that means it does something. In this case, it just counts as a hit. And alright. So I've done 2 hits and a magic. That's another hit. I got a miss there. What do these tokens do again? Winging it. I get to re-roll up to 2 dice. Well, let's go ahead and see what his defense is. And for him, it's a physical attack. And you could tell that because if you look on the attack itself, there's a little fist next to it. That means it's physical. And so he gets his physical defense. And if we just hit this physical button here, it should roll his 5 physical defense. Well, I see some skulls in there and some hits, so that's good. Wow. So he gets 0 blocking. And he doesn't get to reroll anything else. Now he's going to push me away, but that's okay. Or throw me away, in fact. But that's all right. Do I reroll this? So right now I've got 3 hits. I may as well, right? I don't know what else I'd use it for. Oh.
You don't want to reroll the whole thing. You reroll the defense die.
I can reroll up to 2 die. Now I might want to use it to dodge any damage I'm going to take from this throw. So actually I'm not. I'm just going to do the 3 damage. So we'll add 3 damage to Ultron. Jerry, if you don't mind doing this for me, just adding the damage. I mean, I'll do it this time, but that way I don't have to keep moving the... All right, and then I think it says he throws me short, right?
Yep.
It doesn't say away, or does it? It doesn't matter. In this case, I'm going to say he's going to throw me into the car because it will blow up the car if he does. So short, we again just use a short movement. A short movement token or thing. He could throw me anywhere from where I am standing short. So he will just throw me right into this car over here. Boom. Smash me into the car. And the car, because it's size 2, it's smaller than my size 3. It gets removed. So he is now gotten rid of one thing that we could have searched for people in. And when that happens, I just take 1 damage. Actually, I should have used my winging it token. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. So when I take a damage, I also get a power. I am going to use my winging it token to re-roll this 1 block dice. Because I probably won't need defense. It's skull anyway. Didn't matter. But winging it, gone. All right. So that is 1 activated. You want to activate somebody?
So how do I get the? I'll do Captain America to pick up the citizen.
Yep, it's a free action to drop off. It's just a free interact. What's his movement?
Oh, I don't have to spend power.
You have to spend the power to pick it up.
Okay. His movement's medium.
All right, go ahead. Sorry. That's medium. I mean, bottom line is we know you can get anywhere. I mean, unless you're really looking for someplace real special. You just want to make sure you're within 1. Oops. Sorry, I was going to take it off. Here. You don't need it.
Right, take it off.
I mean, we know you can get up to in this area. Sweet. So you can spend 1 power to pick up this citizen, and then you can rescue a citizen. That'll be our first victory point.
So I just did 2 moves, spent the power, and rescued the citizen. Because that's what Cap does.
That's what Cap does. All right. So we're going to just put the citizen over here, and we're going to hit the rescued citizen button. Dun-da-da! Crisis team scores a victory point. I don't know why our thing is blank, but that's fine. His is not blank. It's not going to be blank in a bit when we take care of him. All right, so Mark Cap is activated. And you mind if I... You know what? Rocket can do things like whatever. Nebula's big jobbing is that she... cybernetic enhancements. No, she's an assassin. This character cannot contest or interact or hold objective tokens. Additionally, she cannot reroll, or she may reroll any number of its attack dice when attacking a character that's holding or contesting an objective token. Bottom line is she can't do anything objective based. All she does is kill stuff. So with that being said, do you mind if I activate her now while he's close? All right,
fine.
This character may reroll 1 die in defense rolls. Additionally, at the start of this character's activation, remove 1 damage from it. Oh, sweet. So she also heals herself every turn, although she only has 4 life. So if she has 1 damage, she might be very close to dead. So she has a blaster pistol, which is a free attack, because remember, this is the amount of power you have to spend, and a strike. We can look at Ultron's defenses and see that Ultron has 5 defense against physical, only 4 against blast. So blast is his weakest. So I will probably do this pistol blast attack, which is range 3. After the attack is resolved, the character gains a power. Shock. After this attack is resolved, the target character gains the shock special condition. Is he immune to shock? I don't even know what shock does.
Probably. Nope.
Let me see what shock does. Because I'll do that during another activation. Or if I get it. So she's a long mover, if I remember correctly. Yep. So.
Well, you don't have enough power to shock him anyway.
No, that's his first attack. Gets that. Her first attack.
Oh, yeah, so it does.
All right. So, range in this game does not care about height. So clearly, I am within range 2 of Ultron over here. Well within range 2 of Ultron. So, because of that, I can go ahead and use any of my attacks over here. But I'm going to use my blast pistol attack. 4 dice, and they're going to get 4 defensive dice. So let's go ahead and roll it. Ooh, I did get that magic. Now, again, she has a winging it token on her, so I'm going to use that to re-roll 2 of those dice. Now, typically, actually, go ahead and let's roll his energy defense first, because technically that's the order of things. You roll, then you re-roll criticals, then you can modify dice. So he did get a critical, so he gets 1 more, even on defensive rolls. So right now, he's got 3 defense. The critical and the 2 magic. I have 1, so there's no point. Oh no, I have 2 hits. So I am going to wing it. Hopefully both of these become hits. Probably not, but hey, you never know. To get a damage through. Boom! There you go. Now, interestingly, the attack phase is very interesting, because you roll your attack dice, then the defense rolls theirs. Then you re-roll for criticals. So you'd roll a dice for every critical you rolled. Then you modify dice. So modifying dice is after that. So even if you had rolled a critical with a critical, you don't get to do that again. After you roll criticals once, that's it for rolling criticals. So they don't keep exploding over and over. So this dice that I re-rolled does not get that critical. So Jerry, I do 4 damage. He blocks 3 of it. So if you could go ahead and add 1 damage to Ultron, that would be awesome. So I did 1 move action. I did 1 attack action. I can't interact or do anything else. I think she is done. She doesn't have any super... Oh, character may reroll 1 dice in defensive rolls. Additionally, this ally may reroll any number of attack dice when attacking a character that is holding or contesting an objective. Ooh, he's next to a contest... Well...
You hit it. You hit everything.
Well, no. Well, I was saying I wouldn't have to use my winging it token, but I don't think he's actually contesting this token, because these aren't contestable tokens. They're kind of like you switch them on and off. So I don't think he's considered contesting. I'd have to look that up. But if anybody in the chat knows, please let me know what you whether you think that's contesting a token or not. So I wouldn't have had to use a winging it on her. Could have saved it for Gamora. Maybe she would have lived through that. Probably not.
No.
All right, so that is 3 activations for us. We're going to do his 3 activations. Oops, I should have hit end activation when he was done, but we're going to roll for his Doomsday. Now he controls 1 Doomsday console, which we could not have taken back, so he's going to get an extra dice. He gets a 3rd dice. So he got a blank, a shield, and a hit. Let's look over here, going from top to bottom. Shield. Remove all terrified citizen tokens from the battlefield. Good thing you picked that up. And
well, blank is first.
What was that? Oh, you're right. Blank or whatever. All right. Ultron gains 3 power. Doesn't do that. Additionally, if the Cosmic Threat player is not controlling any of the Doomsday consoles, he chooses one and takes it over. That it does not happen. But because it's the AI game, because this is the same thing you use 1 versus 1 game, because it's an AI game, he gets a victory point. That is whenever he rolls that, he gets a victory. Now, it gave him a victory point probably for rolling that. He didn't have a victory for anything else, right?
Probably. No.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it gave him 1 for rolling that blank. All right. So what was the next thing he had? A shield. Remove all terrified citizens from the battlefield. They gain 1 victory for each citizen removed that way. Nope, that didn't happen. And horrifying scraping. Drop all objective tokens. If nobody's holding an objective token, instead we do this devastating barrage, which is this, which sucks. The Cosmic player chooses 3 Crisis Team characters within 3, and they all suffer 1 damage. Well, now he's going to choose that. Actually, I wrote it down on my handy-dandy quick reference sheet. So holding a civilian first, then if they're injured, and then lowest energy defense. Are there more than 3 characters that aren't stunned or dazed within 3 of it? So definitely Nebula. I think there are just 3. Yep. Because Gamora is knocked out. Alright, so Cap gets a damage and a power, Iron Man gets a damage and a power, and Nebula gets a damage and a power. Hey, guess what? Nebula's going to be able to heal that.
Is that an attack?
No.
No.
Alright, so then he's going to do his programming function. So he goes over here and captures this one. Where is he? Oh, no, he went over here and captured this. So we can take this one back, by the way, and probably should.
Well, didn't we already automatically?
No. You have to interact with these things
Venom's
to take them
on it.
over.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. That's why I said I don't think you get. I would get rerolls for him contesting it because he's not really contesting it. Although technically he is really contesting it because I am not allowed to take over. We are not allowed to take over things if he's within one of them. All right, but that's his programming function, and now he's going to do his assault function. Ultron will attack Iron Man with metallic talons. So that's not great, because I believe metallic talons is the one that he gets rerolls, right? Or no, he counts blanks.
Yeah, he counts blanks.
All right, go ahead and roll your defense. He did get 2 criticals. Oh. He is Ultron's going to town.
Who's this on? Iron Man?
It's on Iron Man. And he counts blanks too. Oh.
So 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you roll 4 defense? Alright, so you get 1.
So 1.
And you are not. Oh, you do get cover.
Counts as 1
You do
less.
get cover. So the way cover works is
I'm within 2 though.
he's not within 2 of you. Where is he? Oh, yeah, he's within 2 of you. Never mind.
I mean, the range of his thing's only 2. So
Yeah,
it's -1 because I'm Invincible Iron Man, so that's he did 5 damage.
How much life do you have left?
4.
So just take your 4. You don't get power to the 5, you just get 4. And then click the little daze button. Badink. Yeah, Ultron's no joke. Definitely no joke. Alright, so that is the end of his activation. And we've got one more set of activations. I say we try to take over as many of these consoles as possible. Because remember, we do get a victory point for each one we control.
Alright.
So can Vision get to that far one?
Hold on. No, Vision only moves medium, but he's gonna throw something.
Oh. And his superpowers do cost 1 less. Oh, wait a minute.
So
Oh, as an action, you can gain 2 power, by the way. With Vision as well. That's
Yes.
pretty cool. Do you want me to put the medium move, or what are you doing?
yep. Give me the medium move.
Alrighty. Do. And again, you don't have to move the whole full thing.
Here's the 2 range ruler.
Right here.
Is that building within 2?
Ooh, I think it's just outside. I see grass. You can try to.
It's terrible.
You gonna throw the building at him? Looks like you're just outside.
So these superpowers aren't an action, right?
Correct. You could throw the bench at him. You could throw this fountain at him.
I'd rather throw something that we've already found the person in.
Well, don't forget, it comes back next turn. Like after these 3 actions,
Oh, it
yeah.
does?
We can find people there again next turn. So you can do this fountain, which is pretty far away. I doubt we'll ever search it.
Well, hold on. So
And your superpowers are 1 cheaper, also.
Throw it M. Yeah, so I'm not gonna move there.
Okay.
Get rid of that too. Actually, that put him within 1 of the thing. Yeah, I'll leave him there. Alright, so I'll throw the fountain.
Okay. So,
Using my calculated trajectory power. Choose an interactive terrain feature or an enemy character, both of size 3 or less and within range 2, and throw it medium.
all right. So
This superpower can only be used once per
you
turn.
throw it from
So,
yourself. You could have thrown him into the building if you wanted to do that. Now, that would only do 1 damage to him. This has a possibility of doing up to 3 damage.
Yes.
All right. So the way this works is it is 3 damage because it is size 2. So you do 1 more damage than the size of the object you're throwing. So it does 3 damage. But he does get a dodge roll. And what dodge roll is basically a physical defense roll. Oh, man. 2 criticals. I don't remember if you get criticals on dodges or not. I think so. So 1, 2. You just don't get rerolls or... Oh, he had a shield too, so he blocked all 3 anyway. So that did nothing to Ultron. But this piece of train gets destroyed.
Wow, that's disappointing.
Yes. So you used your power. You still have 1 more action because that is a superpower.
What can I do with my beam attack?
I mean, beam is good against him. Any energy attacks are good against him because that's his weakest defense.
Alright, I'll shoot him with a beam
Now,
attack.
It's
So,
4.
5 dice.
We do have to make sure you're not hitting anybody else. It doesn't have to go through the middle of them, so you could just clip them this way. But yes. Alright, it's not hitting anybody else. So go ahead and do your 5 dice attack. He's going to get his 4 energy defense. Ooh. Alright, so you did get a critical. Go ahead and add 1 dice and roll it. He did not get any criticals.
Nope.
Nothing. Alright, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Is there anything special for your beam attack?
I'd sap power.
This attack is resolved. This character gains 1, so you get 1. Before damage is dealt, the target character loses a power for each of these on the attack roll, and this character gains that. I'd still say you gain it. So go ahead and gain 2. 1 for the attack and then 1 for the sap power. I would think that's pretty fair. Alright, so you gain 2, and then he blocks just these symbols here. So he blocks 2 of the 4, which is perfect. He's not going to push you away and do all that other nonsense to you. So go ahead and add 2 damage to him. And he is to, what, 6 of 8?
Yep.
Alright. Well, see, now I'm tempted. Now I'm tempted. Let's see how far Rocket moves.
Well, you got Star-Lord.
Well, no. But I'm trying to get some of these tokens, right? Personal bodyguard, no. Nimble. So he moves medium. So how far can he move? Not very far. Medium. Now he does attack up to 5 away, but he's never going to get there. Alright, so I'm just going to move him 1. And then clearly he can get within range of this thing. So actually I'm going to move him short. He's going to climb this building. I think I can do that. So I move him short. I'll place him at the end of it. There you go. Rocket on the building. Alright. That's kind of cool. Now, he is still within range of this. Again, you don't count height for any of this stuff, so he is going to interact with this token, and we'll drop one of ours tokens on it. So, boom. That loses a power, but we do take control of this. Yay! So, now we control 1, and he controls 1.
No, we control 2.
Oh, do we? Which other one? You never dropped a thing on it. You searched the building, remember? You searched the fire truck before you moved.
Oh, it takes
yes, you got to interact to take
me.
control of it. Yeah, I had to spend my power to do it, unfortunately. All right, and then Star-Lord is going to try to blast them. He should be within pew-pew range, I would imagine. And he uses elemental guns, which don't require any energy. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt. 5 strength attack at range 4. That seems good. Definitely within range 4. Let's do this. 5 strength attack. Do you mind go ahead and getting his hit his energy defense button? Wow, that's a little disappointing. Go ahead and roll 1 more dice.
Critical.
I'll see if I have any special powers. I mean, he only has 1 block right now. So he only has 1 block. I do 2 damage, so I'm doing 1. Come on. Tell me there's a way I can get more or something. Plucky attitude. When this character has rolled no, your finger's right on top of what I'm trying to look. It may reroll all of its current attack dice. Did I roll no? Dang it! I did roll a hit. Unfortunately, my plucky attitude is not when defending. If I roll none, I may reroll all my defensive dice, and it doesn't say not skulls. So I assume all means all. That's pretty cool. Full auto. Yeah. So nothing. So I do get 1 power because I did 1 damage. So 1 power, he takes 1 damage, and then I guess I'm doing it again. So make sure you just hit his energy defense, not his, because he had an extra dice there. Come on.
1.
Alright, well, I am going to get an extra 1. I don't think it's going to matter. Oops. I had 3 hits there. That was stupid. It was just... Because I'm an idiot. I had 3 hits and a critical. It's fine. He's dead. He only needed 1 hit. If he only had 1 defense, he's dead. So I get a power...
Well, does he attack you back?
No, because again, the maximum he can get is 1. Right?
Gotcha.
Oh, you know what? I did have 2, so I'm sorry. I don't know these characters very well yet. I would have done my hit and run. This character immediately makes an attack followed by a move. This superpower can be used only once per turn. So I did have 2 before that attack, so I would have done that. Hit and run. I get to move. You'll see why in a second. How far do I get to move? Medium.
Well, search the truck.
Well, I don't think I can in the middle of my action. But I think I can take this over because he's knocked out now. And when he gets knocked out, he moves. He moves to a different thing. So go ahead and knock him out, and let's see if it automatically moves him. So hit this dazed, corrupted firmware here. Did it move him? It did not, because I think it moves him to the closest... Oh, no, he's here. Yeah, it moves him to the closest one. So I won't be able to take this over, so I'm just going to move here, though. I mean, we know medium is... Oops. That's...
You're not going to search the truck?
I can move. I can search the truck. I'll stay within 1 of it, right? Just move to, like, here. Oh, over here. I mean, I got plenty of movement.
Well,
Bottom line. I'll just make sure I'm...
But you've already... No, that's your last move of this turn.
Yes,
right?
but... let's move back a little.
I don't understand what you're trying to do here.
I'm trying to get closer in. Ah! Stop it! Alright, I'm still within...
Why are you trying to get closer?
I'm still within 1 of the
Kill
truck.
you.
And now I get to search. I still have a power. So, boom. Searching a size 4 truck, so I get 4 dice. Let's roll them. And again, I need a critical or a magic. Yep, I got it. So, we will copy this thing. I will take this terrified citizen and put it on Star-Lord. Boom. So I have a citizen now. Alright, so we're good. Yes, I could have searched it first, but then I wouldn't have had energy to do the hit and run. I only got that last energy for hitting him. Oh, so technically, It should have moved him, I think. But I guess he moves to the closest one. Let's see what it says. Well, no, because that's in the enemy AI thing. Might be on the opposite side of this. Oops. Oh, I locked it.
Now it's unlocked.
I'm hitting F and it's not flipping. There we go. Might be over here. Doomsday Console. Corrupted firmware. If he's dazed, he gains corrupted firmware. See, we are Ultron superpower. As the corruption spreads through his system, he becomes less predictable. Doomsday Console, targets of opportunity. Yeah, it says it in one of the rule books, but I'm not going to look it up right now. He does move. Where does he move? Where does he move? Doomsday device. All right. We are Ultron. When selecting Ultron's position in his place after being dazed, prioritize the following options in order. An Ultron-controlled Doomsday Console with the fewest Crisis Team characters within 2. Well, so he doesn't move. That's why. Because this is the only console that he controls. So, there we have it. That is why he is staying where he is. All right. So that is our turn. So now he gets to go. Let's roll for Doomsday. No blanks or skulls. No blanks or skulls. Because that's just like free victory points for him for no reason. And actually, we want doubles as much as possible too. So unfortunately, got a blank. So it did give him a victory point there for that blank. And then I drop my Terrified Citizen. It's got to be within 2. Wait, where's my citizen? How did you get it off of yourself? How did you get that terrified citizen off yourself? I don't see it on Star-Lord anywhere.
It automatically did.
Oh, but we get to pick where it goes.
Yeah, it did. Not me.
Do I leave it within one? I'll leave it within one as Star-Lord. Oh no, because he's gonna move toward it. So no. We gotta do this. And pray to God he can't get there. Well, I guess directly away is the biggest possibility for him not being able to get there.
There.
Is that there? It looks about right. I did the pixels. I looked at every pixel. Got it. All right. Yeah, so that's not going to be great because he's going to go after that in a second. Well, unless it just blows up here.
And magic. Better age. The cosmic threat player chooses a terrain feature with an evacuated token on it. If there are no evacuated tokens on terrain features, they may choose any terrain feature. The crisis team places a terrified citizen token within one range of the chosen terrain feature. Then the terrain feature is destroyed and removed from the battlefield. Ultron, Master of Metal, gains power equal to the size of the terrain feature.
Again, they don't gain power. So let me see what his priority is within range 2 of home base. So I believe it would be this 3 building that you're standing on here. Let's see if it's within 2. Yep. All right, so it is within 2 of home base, so it's going to be this one. Well, let's place a citizen within 1 of it also. I mean, we can guesstimate this one. Well, we need it as far away from him as possible, right?
Oh, you already did it.
We can take any ruler here. Oh, well, I'll just hit it on the terrified citizen, right? Does that not work?
There, that's fine. That's within 1.
Yes, but that's too close. All right, so let's delete this. Badink. We can delete that too. All right. So, destroyed. Oh, Ultron. How you vex me. All right, so that is that. Is that all of his dice?
I think so. He only had 3.
Okay. I mean, that's enough, right? So programming function. He's going to go after this citizen. Why did he go after the other one? Well, he went after the other one, I guess.
Because this one was closer.
Yep. And he got a victory point for that. So it did go up. And then he is going to do the assault. Ultron will attack Star-Lord with metallic talons. Meaning, so go ahead and roll metallic talons. For him, he does count blanks. What is Star-Lord's defense against physical? 3. Tell me it's good.
Well, he only did 2 hits.
All right. And no criticals.
No, 3 hits. 3 hits.
Oh, because blanks count for him. Wow. I roll no blocks.
Star-Lord gets a reroll.
What was it?
Star-Lord gets a reroll.
I roll no blocks, so I get to reroll them all. Sweet. All right. That's 2 blocks. That's way better. Look at you, Star-Lord.
So 3 hits.
So minus 2 is 1.
2 blocks.
So I take 1 hit and I get 1 power. That's not bad. I can deal with that. All right. It's been a quiet crowd tonight. Saturday night. Maybe everybody's watching me play Marvel Champions for 6 hours yesterday. They're all tuckered out tonight. Yes, I did play 6 hours last night. All right.
Oh, I'm supposed to choose a phase.
What are you supposed to do?
Oh, well.
I mean, we're learning these characters and we're learning the game.
I'll do it this round.
So, you can do Enhanced Density. Character rolls 3 additional dice when defending. Or Phase. This character rolls 3 additional dice when defending against... Oh, so it's physical or elemental energy attacks. Got it. All right. Well, we are going to end their activation, and we're going to do the cleanup phase. Badink. Let's see if it automatically does. Did it give us victory points? It did. So he had 1 and we had 1 because he controlled this token. We controlled this one over here. Yeah, we need to get to this far one over here. So the score at the end of round 1, they have 4, we have 2, and hopefully this next round should go faster. Do you have anybody?
So do we all get our power?
Yeah. So let's do automatic power phase. Badink, we all get our power. Oh, I'm sorry. So activation phase. So it did flip over Iron Man, and it did flip over Gamora. Although, what the heck? Why is it now all messed up? That's interesting. Well, it's all right. We can still kind of read her thing. I just need to move this so I can see what the power is. But that's okay. This mod's great, though, isn't it? I mean, yes, it's a little finicky. It's certainly better to play live. I will say that right here and now. I would much rather... There's some games I don't mind on TTS. Miniatures games are just hard. This game flies in real life comparatively to how long it's taken to play here. So, that's the only thing that makes me sad. Well, somebody should grab this citizen. If you want to do it with Cap, go for it. If not, we can do it with somebody else. Like, I could have Gamora search the building and then go grab this one. Do both. She has 7 power. So she definitely has enough.
Let's see, what's range 5? Is that this big one?
Yeah. Who are you looking for? Iron Man?
I was thinking Iron Man might. But Star-Lord's on the way, so I'd have to move.
Oh, because it's a beam? Well, he'll only do 1 damage. Now, I would not get... Oh, no. Scroll it over. You can make it hit him and not me. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, let's do Iron Man then.
All right.
So I'm going to use Friday AI. So next attack action made by this character, add 2 dice to its attack rolls. That costs me 1 power because of Captain America's ability. And then I will use the Unibeam.
Oh, man.
This attack ignores line of sight, and the defending character does not benefit from cover. Not that it matters, but whatever.
So that's an 8 dice attack.
Cost 4. Yes.
Wow. All right. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't hit me with that.
Yes, exactly.
And it's a beam? Oh, I got to decide who gets my tokens in the power phase. I'll do that in a minute.
And it's a beam. And I rolled 3 criticals.
So wait, energy attack, right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and add your 3 dice. Wow.
So
seems good.
6, 7.
7 damage, and he's blocking, unfortunately, 2. He actually got a decent... So he takes 5. Yep. You want to put 5 on him?
And I get 5 power?
No. Well, is that what it says? He gets 5 power. Not you. Now, he doesn't get power. But, yeah, that's what's called a spender.
Oh, wait. Can I not damage him because he's dazed?
Oh, he's not dazed anymore. He works differently. He just keeps getting knocked out. Those are corrupted AI tokens. He can when he gets 5 of them, we win the game immediately. So go ahead and put 5 damage on him.
Yep.
Yeah, he works differently. Again.
All right. So what does
so
he do?
He throws you. What is it? Short?
He throws me into Captain America.
I believe so. Yeah. So Iron Man automatically takes 1. Go ahead and do it. Sorry. So Iron Man automatically takes 1 damage, and you do get a power for that.
Yep.
And then Captain America does get to roll his physical defense against this. Oops. He gets to roll his physical defense against, but it's going to be 3 damage attack, basically. And it's not a physical defense. It's not a defensive roll. It's a dodge roll, but it works the exact same way. So nothing. So Cap takes 3 damage and gains 3 power. So maybe we'll have you activate Cap before he's dead. But Iron Man's not done.
All right. No. So is he within range?
I would think that he would have a little thing over his head if he was. So I'm guessing no. But you can
I thought that only count. No, he only gets a little thing over his head when he has it.
Oh, is that true? So let's measure range 1. No.
No.
But Cap will be able to pick it up, and I think Cap's within range 1 of it right now. So if you can do another attack.
Alright, we'll give him a medium.
Yeah, Cap's within range 1 of that and
you
within
make it to
range
the-
1 of the thing. So he doesn't even have to take an action to just pick that up.
Alright, well, can Iron Man get to the console?
Which console do you want to get to? How far does he move?
The far one. Medium.
No, but you can start working your way there. I do not think... Oh, maybe. No.
Is that... No. Not even close.
I mean, you could start working your way there, or you could just take over this console. Save Spider-Man's power so he can search the building. Right?
Or I could shoot him again. Do I have anything cool to shoot him with?
You think he's range 5 still?
Although, I'm not going to throw him into Cap again.
Well, how much life does he have left? Oh, so yeah, you would get thrown into... Oh, no, but he'd be dead. I don't think he'd throw you. Well, I don't know. I don't think he gets to do superpowers if he's dead, right? If he's dazed? Yeah, so I think you would not. So if you could blast him to death,
Well, I
you don't have enough power for
to
that
blast
anyway.
him. I do have homing rockets I could use, though.
Are you within range? Range 5.
Range 5, yeah.
It's 5 physical.
So do I want to use homing rockets, or do I just want to move?
I mean,
I don't want to get thrown into Cap.
I mean,
and get
this
knocked
game
out.
is all about collecting victory points, right?
So give me the medium.
I mean, yes, we could probably win by knocking him out. All right, and then you have to spend a power, and then go and pull the a token and drop it on here.
Where are the tokens?
On your character sheet, any character sheet. Just grab a Guardians of the Galaxy token and drop it on there. Blink. Now you see it hovering above. All right, so go ahead and check them off as activated. And who do you want to do next?
No, you can do somebody, and I'll do Cap to rescue the
All right.
person.
You think I just go... Oh, this is gone, by the way. Oh, does Star-Lord have somebody? Oh, he
No,
he dropped
killed
him
him.
and then he died. Oh, Star-Lord. That's a very Star-Lord thing to happen. How far does he move? Medium? I'm just wondering if he's going to be able to get in range. I do have 2 power. So here... Oh, no, but I can't... I don't think I'm going to be able to get in range to drop it. But whatever. I'm going to just attack first. We'll just do his element gun attack first. So that's what? 4 dice attack. No, 5 dice attack. Boom. Nice. All right. Go ahead and roll his elemental defense. Come on, Star-Lord. Okay. I got a critical.
1.
Don't hit the 6. Don't hit the 6.
Just 1.
1 defense, and I got 4
Yep.
damage, so he's definitely knocked out again. Does he control any consoles? He does, so he's gonna move. So hit his dazed button. I'm curious if it'll move him.
Why does it say damage to 8? 0 of 8.
Because you just dazed him, right?
No.
Oh. That's weird, because, yeah, it's 5 of 8 over here. I don't know.
Alright.
Did you hit the dazed?
I did.
All right, so let's see what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to move within how far of a token? Enough! Increase the cost of the superpower by 1 for each. No. We are Ultron. When Ultron, Master of Metal, would gain Daze token if he has 4 or less corrupted firmware tokens. He instead removes all special conditions from himself and gains a corrupted firmware. Place him within 3 of his current location or within 1 of a Doomsday console that he controls. So he's going to go within 1 of this. Badink. Alright. So he was just knocked out. So let's see what Star-Lord gets for that. I don't think I could shoot him again, but maybe I can. I don't know. I guess he's still there, right?
Why would you?
What was that?
Why would you?
Why would I shoot him again? Well, because I can hit and run, don't forget. I've got the energy to do it. So I did Element Gun. After this attack is resolved, it gains power equal to the damage dealt. So how much life did he have left? 2?
Yep.
So I could do...
No, he had 3.
He had 3 left? Alright, I'm going to say he can't throw me because he was knocked out, right? That doesn't make sense that he would be able to throw me after that. Element Blast, after this attack is resolved, for each... So I could do a 7 full auto on him. For each rolled, the defending character gains one of the following conditions. Bleed, shock, slow, or stun. Now he can't take most of those conditions, right?
You can take shock.
So I'm going to spend 1 to search this fire truck. So I get 4 dice. Again, looking for criticals or magic symbol. Boom, got it. All right.
So now
Oh, I was supposed to give Wing Ant tokens out. I'll just say I gave them to the same people as last time. So Venom gets 1. Well, Rocket and Nebula. Nebula for sure. Because Nebula can't do anything else. Alright, so I got 1. So let's go ahead and get me a citizen. Terrified citizen from there. Let's drop it on Star-Lord. So hit and run cost me how much? 2? So I'll spend 2 to hit and run, which doesn't leave me enough to full auto. So I'm going to Element Gun first, and then I'm going to move. So Element Gun was what?
You're going to hit and
Yep,
run?
why not? Element Gun is 5 dice. Boom. Alright, go ahead and do this elemental defense. It was his fault he didn't run far enough away, right? Not my fault. He's got 1 block. I've got 2 damage, so he takes 1. Go ahead and do 1, and then I move my medium. Ba-dink, ba-dink. Ding, 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 ding.
Alright, you don't give the damage on the card. You just click the thing above his roll for Doomsday sign, and it automatically adds it.
There you go. Good to know. See, we're learning the mod. And am I within distance? Doesn't have the little thing over my head. But I've got other stuff over my head, so maybe that's why. No! Oh, Star-Lord. Star-Lord is definitely sitting there with a citizen. Big target over his head. That's not great. Gotta be honest. It's not great. Alright.
Alright. Well, Cap's gonna
Hey,
go
Peter
now.
and Jerry, says Pumpkinhead, just trying to see how this game works. Well, this is a... We're trying to learn it as well at the same time. We've definitely played it before, but there's definitely still questions. So I'm glad you joined us, though, and if you have any answers, we love that.
So Cap is going to pick it up, and then what do I just drop it on him? Drop it on the
I
base?
think you put it on Cap, and then you hit the Rescue Citizen button. Let's see if it disappears from Cap. Nope, but go ahead and take it off Cap now. Sorry. We could have skipped that step. Next time we'll do that. So you did have to spend 1 power to pick it up, right?
I did.
Okay. And then go ahead and activate him.
So that was 0 action, so give me a medium.
Give you a medium. Do. Oh, you're trying to get over there and get that one?
Oh, actually, I should have.
Just right click. I think that should work. Darn it. It's fine. And then another medium. I mean, you can get there. Basically wherever you want.
And I can only interact once a turn?
With each thing once a turn, yes. So you could go to the building as well.
Oh, I could search?
Yep.
So I'm going to just... Or I could...
I mean, don't forget there are other people that
take
can
over
interact with the building, though.
Alright, I'm going to take the console.
Yeah. So that costs you 1 power. So again, you get 2 actions, Pumpkinhead, on a turn. And for anybody else who missed earlier on, you get 2 actions on a turn. Plus you can interact or do other stuff. So Captain America interacted with this token here by spending a power to pick it up. Then he interacted with the home base, was a free interact. Then he did 2 move actions. That was his 2 actual actions for the turn. But then he interacted again. So Cap had a bunch of power because he got beat up good. But that got him lots of power. So that's nice. And he's still not dazed or knocked out. So he's got that going for him. He still has 1 health left. All right. So that's Cap. So that's
That's it.
3. So go ahead and click his. Well, or I can click his activated. All right. So we're gonna roll for Doomsday for the AI. They control 1, right?
Yep.
And it's not bad for them to control 1, because that first one, the blank or skull, which comes up quite often, will give them 1 if they don't have 1. So all it's doing now is giving him a victory point. Ooh, 2 exclamation points. Doubles are always good for us, because that means he's only going to do it once, right? So he only has 2 different symbols. 3 crisis team characters within 3 of the home base token. Choose characters to suffer 1 damage each.
Hold on. Got to do the blank first.
Well, he got his victory point. He also would have gotten control of 1 if he didn't already control 1. But he does. So it's actually better for us to leave him at least 1. I mean, it's not like we have a choice a lot of times because the one he's on.
So who's within 3 here?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and hit a 3.
Star-Lord.
Yeah, I think we only have 3.
Star-Lord, Gamora, and
Nebula.
So
And
all
they,
you.
they do get a power also. Star-Lord. Wow. Gamora's up to 8 power. Before she dies, I want to activate her next. Because she is injured. And she has 8. They can only own 10. Pumpkinhead says, this mod looks great. It is great. It really is. And if you notice, I mean, don't take the fact that I said it's hard to play on here as any slight against the mod. It's just, you're doing a lot of physical stuff. But if you notice, this is a floating terrain. They're normally not. So this is supposed to be Sokovia. And us rescuing citizens and trying to get them off is how we get victory points.
This is an official mod, isn't
No,
it?
this is. I don't think this is official. It might be. Surprised Asmodee gods allow it. Might be. I know they're doing tournaments and all kinds of stuff on here. I mean, the thing about this game that's so great, and we'll talk about it at the end, it's 101 characters in the game. 101. This game is as old as Marvel Champions and already has 101 characters. I mean, there is so much variety here. I mean, you're seeing us playing with, Guardians and Avengers, but that's not all they have. They have X-Men. They have all kinds of stuff. We can look through that a little bit later too.
No, it's just by some dude.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's official, but it's great. I mean, they put in the AI and all that is amazing. All right, so programming functions now. Oh, he went towards Star-Lord because Star-Lord's got a citizen. Yep. Now the assault. I will attack Star-Lord with metallic talons. Of course he will.
I was hoping he'd go for Vision. Oh well.
Well, Star-Lord is injured, right? So he's gonna go. Oh no, Star-Lord isn't injured.
No, he's not. But he has a person.
He has a person, right? So that takes priority. So what kind of attack is it? It's physical, right? My physical defense is 3.
Yep.
It's probably not going to be good for me. I can't imagine this being good because he also counts blanks. I got 1 block, which is the worst result because I don't get my free reroll.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did
5.
you already reroll the critical or roll the additional critical? So for Pumpkinhead again, or for anybody who missed it early, criticals do give you not only, so these 3 count for hits. So you got the magic symbol, you got the critical, and you've got a regular hit symbol. And then for defense, you use shields instead of this regular hit, but these other 2 still count. He counts blanks on his attack for this specific attack. And criticals do allow you to roll an extra dice, but only once. So if you roll another critical, you don't get to keep exploding. You get 1 explosion roll basically the entire time. All right. So he does way more than I have life. I only had 4 left. Cap probably could have shield blocked me. No, Cap's not even close to me. Never mind.
No, Cap's nowhere near you.
So my plucky attitude's not going to save me in this one. But good thing he's already activated. So 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. I am going to drop my citizen because I am dazed now. So within 2 of me, and we get to pick where it goes. I mean, that's not terrible, right? Yeah, between Gamora and the thing. Because that way Gamora can maybe find one here, come over here, and still drop it off. And drop off this one as well, right? That's only 1 action to move.
Yep.
All right, so that's his attack. So we're going to end his activation. And he's done 1. Now, if we had more than 9 characters, by the way, it would still work the same, except at the end, any unactivated character would get a free short move. So that's how that works. After we do our 9 activations at the end of the round. I mean, if we both went wide with our teams. So let's do that Gamora stuff first, right?
Sure.
Can you take a power away from Gamora? She's going to search this size 5 building over here. So we roll 5 dice. She had to spend a power to interact here. And she is looking for criticals or magic symbol results are the only ones that let you find something. No. And so that means she cannot interact with this building again this turn. She's going to move. I think she moves medium. I'm not even going to bother. I mean, she can move that far. We're only moving her up to here. She's going to spend another power. So if you don't mind, Jerry, taking that off of me. And she's going to drop this person. So 1 power to interact and pick up this person. And then it's a free interact to rescue the citizen. So that one's gone. Now, I still have another action. Because the only action I did there...
Did you hit rescue citizen?
I did. So we should have another victory point. Okay. So we're within 1. We're getting there. I'm going to attack. Because why wouldn't I? Except for the fact that he's going to just throw me into Star-Lord and kill... Oh! Star-Lord's already dazed, so that's alright. Throw me into Nebula.
No, I'm going to throw you in the Nebula.
It's fine.
Just don't do 3 damage.
I have 6 power. Martial prowess. When this character is targeted by an attack within 2, it may use its superpower instead of rolling dice equal to its defense. It rolls 5 defensive dice. Then this character suffered no damage from the attack. After the attack is resolved, the attacker suffers 2. Oh. That's cool. So I could save some power for that. If he stays within 2 of me, that would be good. Assassin's Leap. This character is thrown S. It does not suffer damage if it collides with another character or terrain feature. This superpower can be used only once per turn.
It just moves.
No! I can throw myself into them. I don't suffer damage, but it does. So I'm doing Assassin's Leap.
Why would you want to do that?
Heck yeah. So I'm throwing myself into Ultron over here. So he acts as if... so did you take 2 power away from me? He acts as if a size 3 thing blocked it. Not size 3. So it's 1 plus their size. So Gamora and all human size things are size 2. So you add 1 to that when determining collision damage. Gamora would normally suffer 1, but it said on her card she doesn't. So whatever she collides into takes a 3 power attack. And it's not even an attack. I don't roll dice. He just takes 3 power, and then he rolls his physical defense to see if he dodges any of it. Okay, you got 1 critical.
1.
Miss. Dang it. All right, so he still takes 1 damage. All right, and that's still not anything because that was a superpower. So superpowers are free also, right? So I could do Cosmic Assassin. Oh, I could have done that instead. That's all right. I'll just do Godslayer.
You can do it at... Why not do Cosmic Assassin?
I don't have 4 left. Do I? Oh, did you take the 2 off of me? Oh.
Yes. You had 6.
All right. So what's Cosmic Assassin? How's it better? Pierce. Change one of the defending dice to blanks. Oh, that's pretty good. And Rapid Strike. After this attack is resolved, this character may make an additional Cosmic Assassin attack without paying the cost. The additional attack must target a different character. That's the problem with it. I mean, the piercing's good, but you don't get the second attack. So what do you think?
Yeah, but...
I mean, it's the same strength attack. I mean, she's going to die anyway, so... I don't know. Fine. I'll spend the 4. Go ahead and take the 4 off of me. Oh, I was right on me, wasn't I? I'll just take the 4 off, or you can. All right, so 6 dice physical attack. And then Magic's turn. Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa. If it turns them into blanks, I'm not Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Blanks are misses. I forgot. I was thinking of that attack. Oh, I got 2 magics. Oh, gosh. All right, that was good.
4 blocks.
And by the way, she's got wing in it, so she's going to re-roll those 2 misses. So winging it token lets her re-roll up to 2 of the dice. That's another hit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
4 blocks
minus 2.
3 blocks.
So those change 2 of the blocks. So he gets 4 blocks goes down to 2 blocks. So 2 blocks I do 3 damage, which is the magic number for him to kill me. So he does take 3 damage, but now he's going to throw me short. He is going to throw me into
Star-Lord.
Yeah, Star-Lord's the only...
Oh, no, Star-Lord stays.
Oh.
So he's going to throw you into a lamppost?
Throws me in a lamppost. So lamppost gets destroyed because it is smaller than me, and I take 1 damage. And get 1 power.
Hey, you're still alive.
Hey, whoa,
right,
I'm still alive. That wasn't too bad.
So Vision go. So Vision can take over the Doomsday thing.
Yep. Although, here's the negative of that. Hold on. The negative of controlling all 4 is, remember, his most likely roll here are blanks and skulls. If he rolls a blank or a skull, he just automatically takes 1 over for free.
Yes, I understand that, but he's going to take... But that at least has him roll less dice, right?
That is true. He would roll 1 less dice. That is correct. He only rolls 2 dice plus 1 per console he controls.
So why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, so Pumpkinhead, getting back to your point about Asmodee letting people play this mod, there's a Marvel Champions mod out there. I played it all day yesterday, right? So, they're not really taking down the mods on TTS. I'm not sure why. Probably because of the pandemic to some degree, but I think they're realizing, look, I own this game, right? I would love to play it live. I can't necessarily because I'm playing it with people on different sides of the country. I'm playing it with people that I couldn't during the pandemic. So, yeah, no, I'm glad that they're letting us continue to play. All right. So what you doing? You took control of it.
Let's see. I'm tempted to... I can't do that, though. Or can I? I bet you I can. Is he within range? Is he in range 3 of me?
Yep.
Alright. We are going to use 1 action to do rapid fade. No. Synthesis, which gains 2 power.
Okay.
For an action. And then I will use Synthezoid Avenger.
Defending character does not add critical results to its defensive roll, its total successes, and cannot add additional dice for criticals. Oh, wow.
And that's 7 dice.
Seems good. And what kind of... It was energy, I assume, right?
No, it's physical. Yeah, it's physical.
Okay.
I'm flying up and punching him.
Nice.
Here we go.
Ironically, he didn't get any criticals anyway. He literally got 0 defense. The 3 things that are defense are the 3 things he didn't roll. So I assume you knocked him out.
Now, hold on. Let's find out. I'm rolling this. I rolled well.
Yes.
7, 8. 8 damage.
All right. Yeah.
That
would have definitely killed him outright.
See, that's how you're supposed to do it. Manually resolve the throw. No, he's dazed. We're not playing that way.
Oh, so it is saying that you throw the character.
No, it always is going to pop that up when it has 3 damage. I'm not sure. It just doesn't care. We've been playing it that way. We're going to keep playing it that way. I say so.
Oh,
killed him in
Pumpkin
1 hit.
says, "Ooh, man. I've been waiting for the song," and Peter gives us Pearl Jam.
Yeah, sorry.
No, he's excited.
Take what you can get with
it. Don't
it.
take my comment badly. I'm totally glad this exists. Oh no, I'm not taking it badly by any stretch. So we're gonna put him within 1 of the home base because he does not control any things. We'll put him within 1 of the home bases the way it's supposed to go. That's fine. Good enough. Definitely within 1.
Right, so that was our 3rd.
That was our 2nd activation. Who's activated?
You sure? No, you did Star-Lord. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was going to do Nebula next, I think. Yeah, because I haven't done Rocket, I haven't done Venom, and I haven't done Nebula. And you haven't done Spider-Man, right?
Yep.
So, I'm going to do Rocket.
There, I'll be back.
No, I'm going to do Venom. So, Venom is going to search this building first. So, that costs 1 power. To search the building is size 5, so we get to roll 5 dice. Jerry and his 10 dice. Ridiculous. So again, we're looking for magic or criticals. We did, so we found it. So I get a citizen token over here. Terrified citizen on Venom. Not terrified because it's Venom. Why would they be terrified of me? I am a wall crawler, so I can just walk right over that size 5 building. Well, I'm short moves anyway, unfortunately, but it's short moves. It's short moves on a giant base. So the benefit of that is you kind of get the benefit of your whole base size as well. So it's kind of like a medium move for anybody else. I'm still not within range, so sadly, well, unless I've got a power to like move and attack, I think I'm just moving again. Let's see. Because I only have 2 power. Yeah, web snare, push an enemy within 4 towards this character medium. A character can be pushed this superpower only once, so I can push them. It's not a throw though, so if they run into something, they just stop. So many snacks. After an attack, this character is resolved. It may use his superpower. If the attacker is within 3, the character may make an attack against the attacker. Oh, so when they attack me, I can attack them back. The superpower can only be used once per turn. Yeah. This doesn't move me, does it? No. Alright, I'm just going to have to move again. I'm going to go for the victory conditions here. I'm not going to do the killing. Even though I'd like to do the killing. Just going to move over here. And again, you don't have to go to the end of the tool. Anywhere touching the tool works. And let's go ahead and score a victory point. And I'm going to lose my citizen, though. Not lose them. Rescue them. All right.
So we're tied. Yay.
We're tied, but we're killing them. Killing them, Smalls. We're killing them. I mean, honestly, we don't need to worry about victory points if we kill them. But that's okay. Oh, I didn't re-roll anything. Oh, well, I can use it for defense. All right, good. So Ultron's going to activate. Roll for Doomsday. He only gets 2 dice now because we have all the consoles. Oh, no blanks or skulls. That's great. So it is a shield and an exclamation point. Due to devastating barrage. Did it just do the damage to us? Manually add 1 damage and 1 power to Gamora, Venom, and Nebula. Oh, it just told us. Alright, well, let's do it. Nebula, Gamora, and Venom, right? That's kind of cool that it told us. Yep. Press the program function button once you are ready to continue. Well, we still got to do the other thing.
No, the other thing was remove all jobbers from the board.
Oh. And there's no whatchamacallit for it. All right, cool. So now we do programming.
That was a good roll.
That was a great roll.
See, good thing we went to 2.
Yes. So he just comes over there where you are. All right. He's not supposed to be able to go on top of you, so I'm going to move him so he's not on top of you. You know what? We're going to put him up on the building because it's fun. I'm zoomed in too much. He's just got to be within 1 of the...
Why is that token on top of the building? Did we pull a guy from there?
I just did.
Gotcha.
With Venom.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, this is... It slowed on me. Okay, it does say he's within 1. Actually, I don't even need to use the ruler because it just tells me when he's within 1. That's not within 1. Not within 1. Is within 1. Alright, this mod's pretty stinking cool. Alright, so he did that, and now he is going to interact. It should have already interacted, right? Yep, it's got a Ultron-y face on top of it. Now let's do the assault function. Ultron will attack Captain America, Steve Rogers with metallic talons. Now, you do have some defensive tech on Captain America. Yeah. And it's superpower, so don't forget yours are 1 less.
When this character is attacked by a It may use the superpower. Get your fingers
Sorry.
off there. Add 2 dice to this character's defense roll. So, yeah. I will
Yeah,
spend
it's
that.
just 1 for 2.
So, I am 6
Oh my gosh. Nice. So he's metallic Talons.
defense. Talons? Is that like Funyuns?
Did I say Talons instead of Talons?
Yes.
Alright. That's not bad. He only rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
1.
Really? With all those dice? Do you not get rerolls?
All those dice, I rolled 1 magic.
No rerolls, nothing. He could bodyguard, which means he could take hits for other people. Yeah, no.
So how much damage is it? 2?
He does 1, 2, 3, 4.
It doesn't matter. It was only 1. He only had 1 health left anyway.
So you're dazed. That's alright. End of activation.
He already activated, so who cares?
I'm just going to shoot him up with Rocket. I mean, that's what Rocket does, right? Rocket is what Rocket does. Yep. Rocket only has 1 power, though. So he's just doing his plasma rifle. After this attack is resolved, game... so it's 5 damage. It's energy, though, which is good, because his energy defense is the worst. Again, just as a reminder, looking at his character card, he has 5 physical. So if you look... If you look down here, he has 5 physical defense, 4 energy, and 5 against magical attacks. So energy is the best way to attack him, and this is an energy attack, so let's roll it. Did you roll the defense?
Nope.
Energy. Boom. Yeah, this mod is freaking fantastic. If we knew what we were doing, this game would fly. Gotta add 1 dice. Oh, you added 2?
4, 5.
Wow. Alright, because I got 4. Who is this, Rocket? I'm not going to reroll. I think I'm not going to reroll.
I would not bother.
Yeah, that was too good a roll. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing again, though. I would have gained power equal to the damage, but 0 damage. So, 5 dice attack again. Go ahead and roll your defense. Did get a critical again?
2.
Man, Jerry,
yep.
Stop. Alright, well, there's no reason not to use
2.
my winging it.
Oh, wait, 3.
So I'm going to re-roll these 2
3.
as my winging it token. Can't re-roll skulls as a reminder, but I can re-roll these 2. So let's go ahead and roll them. Oh, now that re-roll step is after the critical step, so I do not get the extra dice for the critical.
So 1 damage.
1 damage. Well, he doesn't throw me. Good news. And I get 1 power. And I did use my winging it token. I get 1 power. And that is that. And I am activated.
So Spider-Man?
Go for it.
Or do you want to go?
I don't care. I mean, I'm just going to do some more punching.
Alright, so Spider-Man is going to search the building.
Look at you trying to win.
Alright, come on! Nope.
Spider-Man finds nothing. Now he can just move and search the car, or move and search... Well.
He doesn't have any power left, so he can't.
How far is Spider-Man's attack? His free attack is... Oh, he has a 4 ranged attack. I mean, it's physical, so it's...
Push.
I mean, you could just chill out there. That's the other option.
He'll try to push him. So, give me a long.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man's pretty fast.
How far is 4?
Looks like it should work.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, your base is in that shadow.
No, but he's gonna have cover.
He is gonna have cover because he's up on a building. Yep. If there's any line, so the way cover works in this game, if there is any line, if there's any line that's between your base and his base, and it goes through a piece of terrain that is larger than your target, or the same size or larger, then they get cover. So he'd be able to change one result to a shield, is all it is.
He's just going to move...
I mean, oh yeah, you don't have power. That's right.
There. Is there anything else he can do?
No. I mean, again, you could have moved up and attacked, but...
Yeah, fine. I'll attack.
Right.
Why not?
So, I mean, it only changes one result, right? So, get a little bit closer.
Let's see. So,
You're about
it's 4.
What are you, a 4-dice attack?
4 dice.
And what type? Physical?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not likely to hit, but whatevs. Does he give you automatic power, or do you have to spend...
Yeah, it's automatic power.
So...
And I rolled 0 hits.
I mean, but you still get the automatic power. So he changes 1 die to a shield because of the cover.
Doesn't matter. He did 0 damage.
But here's the good news. You got a power, and I think you might be within range 1 of this car, so you could search it if you really want to. Now, that might not be what you want to do, is spend your only power to search. Well, it doesn't look like you're within range 1 anyway. Oh, no, you are. That's hard to tell. Again, in real life, this would be easier. No, I think you're just out.
No, I'm not searching.
All right.
Because all I'm going to do is search, find a guy, and he's going to come and take it.
Well, I mean, that's not bad. That means he's not taking over points, right? If he's coming after us.
Yeah. All right, fine. Why not?
All right, we'll move you a little closer because I think you could have been a little closer and still in range 4 of him.
Nope.
Yes, you could have.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I mean, getting them to come after our characters is kind of what we want to do in this AI mission, I feel like. Pumpkinhead says, I have a crap ton of this game and I've never played. Yeah, I have a crap ton of it. I have played, but this is only my 4th full game. I played a solo game, one with my son, competitive, and one with my daughter, cooperative, playing this same scenario. And then we have a new voice out here. Arik is in the chat, says, play this every week and love this game. Blade and Moon Knight are so good. Yeah, I love Blade. I'm so looking forward to the Blade movie. Do we have a date for that? Do you know anything about the Blade movie? I'm
not going on a date with you to see Blade.
I understand that, but do you know when the date is?
I have no idea.
Yes, good call, Jerry. Sorry. Yes, no dates for Jerry and I. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see the new Blade movie. He's one of my favorite too. I haven't picked him up yet. I have all the Guardians. I have Venom. Of course, the core set. I have.
It starts filming next
Oh
summer.
gosh! All right, so yeah.
So not soon.
Not soon at all. Not soon enough for sure. All right, so Arik, have you played the solo scenario or solo co-op scenario? Which is the all will be metal. And now you could play this competitively as well with one person playing Ultron. But I think it does a decent job of playing cooperatively. Let's see. So I just got Nebula left. She does have 5 power.
Yep.
So she could do Shock Sword Assault. After this, so 6 dice attack. Electric, which is good. After 3 range. After this attack is resolved, place this character within 1 of the target. Stun. After this is resolved, the target character
He can't get stunned.
I know. So let's remind myself, what are her special abilities? Additionally, this character may reroll any number of the attack dice when attacking a character that's holding or contesting an objective. Now we're saying he's not contesting because you can't. It's not contest.
He's holding.
Yeah, I guess that's. I don't know. This character, I think that is against the spirit of what it's looking for here. This character may reroll 1 die in its defense rolls. Oh, and at the start of activation, I remove a damage. I don't think I did that. Oh, yeah, I didn't have that last time. So where is she? 3. I don't think she's within range 3 of him.
What is the shock special condition? He can have that.
If anybody knows shock, let me know. Let me look it up. You know what? Of all the things I brought in... Oh, no, I did bring my rulebook in. Shock special conditions. Shock, shock, shock. If anybody knows, let me know. I used to have it open to the page with all the special conditions, and I don't have that because the rulebook was just redone. They did some balancing just this past week, so I no longer have it to the special conditions page, of course. Because why would I? Why would I be prepared tonight? Shock. Are you looking it up on the internet, Jerry?
I am. The characters remove 1 die from its attack rolls.
Yeah, shock's good. Shock definitely seems good. I am within range 3, by the way. So that's a thing. I think I'm gonna do Nebula's attack.
You'd have cover though.
What was that?
You'd have cover, but
yes, he would have cover. After this attack is resolved, place this character within 1 of the target, no matter what. So my next attack he won't have cover for. So I'm gonna spend 3 for this attack. All right, let's do it. So it's a 6 dice energy attack. And he does get to change 1 result to a shield because of his cover. I'm not going to be mad about that, though. I thought Nebula had a winging it token. Did she not? I guess
so he gets to change 1 what?
Anything into a shield. So just...
so he has 3.
Yep. All right. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 damage, which is perfect. Right?
Yep. You give it to him.
And then how far do I move? Do I move right next to him?
Within 1.
Alrighty. I mean, I can't do nothing with objectives anyway, so this is what I'm doing. Now, you don't count... Well, I'm within 2, so he wouldn't get cover anyway. But I don't think you count terrain you're standing on as cover. So I'm going to go ahead and do a blaster pistol.
No, do strike and get the shock.
Oh, okay. Alright. 4 dice. The problem is he's better against physical. But only 1 dice, I guess. It's fine. Go ahead and roll physical defense. That's not great. That's 1 hit. I don't think that's going to do it.
No. Not so much.
Alright. So that's it for Nebula.
And he rolled 3...
Does it matter?
3 defense. I was curious.
I'm curious. All right. So let's see. Pumpkinhead says, "Great, Peter. I can't get a life out. I can't get life
alive." The Pearl Jam song.
Whoa, I'm still alive.
Don't encourage him, man. Don't encourage him.
Yes, definitely encourage me. Oh, alive. I get it. Ooh, I need to pick up Blade and Moon Knight now. I have all the muties. Yeah, so Blade and Moon Knight, I forget who they go with. I think whatchamacallit. What's the guy with the skull that's on fire? Johnny Blaze. Why can't I think? Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider's on that team too, and I love Ghost Rider. I do have Ghost Rider. I'm definitely getting Blade and
So we're rolling for Doomsday?
Yep, go ahead. And he has 1 console that we couldn't get away from him.
Well, at least he rolled doubles.
Yes, so he had the blank, which means he does get a victory point for the blank. And then, what is...
Better age. Choose a terrain feature with an evacuated token on it.
Yeah, it's going to be this big one, by the way. So, we do get to place a citizen within 1 of it. So, we want to get it as far away from him as possible. Right?
Why? Why do we want it as far away from possible?
Because if he goes up and kills it, that would be bad. That's a victory point for him.
Why would he do that to him now?
During his activation, look at the top one. The first thing he does is look for somebody holding a citizen within 5 of them. Second thing is he...
Gotcha. Well, I assure you, he's going to be within 5.
Well, he's going to be within 5, but will his move get him close enough is the question. I feel like this is the furthest point we can get from him. Maybe this corner down here. What do you think? We'll just do this and pray. But let's take this building and unlock it, and bye. he just yeeted the building. All right. So let's do the programming function and see. Yep, he got within range. So that's one more victory point for him. But the good news is he doesn't take over a console. And so because of that, he has 1 to our 3. So we're going to get 3 victory points to his 1 here in a second. So we got that going for us. But then we'll do the assault function. And Ultron is range of physical A2. So I'm using Folly of Man. Oh. So who else is in range? This is not good. Oh. So Nebula. Oops. Why did I just move you Nebula? Nobody knows. So Nebula and Rocket are about to get just destroyed here. So you roll against them individually. I guess we'll roll against Rocket first. Rocket's about to be dead.
So wait a minute. What happened?
So he has an area 2. Because he has 3 tokens on him now. 3 damage tokens.
It says more than 3, though. If Ultron has more than 3.
Nah, it's supposed to be 3. 3 or more, I think.
Hey man, I'm just
Where
reading,
do you see?
Reading the card.
Oh, you're right. That's weird. Oh, no. That's something different. Well, let's look on his card.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're right. Character has 3 or more corrupted firmware tokens on his sheet. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3.
It said more than 3, man.
But so that is wrong.
All right.
Clearly. All right. So he has area 2. So go ahead and roll against Rocket first. And what kind of attack is it? I know it's area effect. Oh, it's an energy attack. So go ahead.
Rage of Ultron.
Now he doesn't count blanks. I already rolled it. Does it ignore stuff? Because he does get automatic cover as long as it doesn't get ignored. He only gets 2 defensive dice. This is not going to be good.
So 6.
6? Okay. So I do get to convert one of those to a defense because I automatically get. So only 5 damage. Guess how much life Rocket has? Yeah.
3.
Not great.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a rabbit.
Not a rabbit. All right. Now Nebula. She's also a 2 cost character, so this is also not going to be great. Go ahead and roll. So her physical defense, although she gets some special stuff, is 3.
No crits.
That's good. Got that?
2. 2 hits. He rolled 7 blanks.
All right. Well, I just rolled 3 blanks. Now, I think I have something special, though. This character may re-roll 1 die in its defensive rolls. Additionally, at the start of this character's turn, it removes a damage. So I did remove the damage. Yep, so I get to re-roll 1. It's not great, Jerry.
Come on.
It's not great.
Come on.
Yeah!
Hey, you lose.
All right, so how much damage do I take? Oh, just 1? Oh.
Well, he rolled 2.
Yeah, thank goodness I healed at the beginning of my turn. That was good. Got that going for me.
7 blanks. Wow. All right, that was a good roll.
Yes, that was good for us. This game is swingy, but, I mean, I don't mind it. Because, I don't know, it's swingy in a good way. In my mind. I did clean up phase. Wow. Yeah, it flipped Rocket over and made Rocket big too. And why? For no reason. Why is it doing that? Why is it making these cards big? That's really annoying. Nebula is just covered here. Her card is just covered by Rocket's stretch card. Anyway, alright, so that's something that can be fixed in the mod, but it's fine. Okay. So, I mean, let's be honest. These new cards just came out this week. So, I'm not going to blame them for... we should have maybe flipped them first. And that way we wouldn't have to worry about it. Did it give us our victory points for the end of the round? Yes. So, we are tied at 8 victory points. But I think our victory condition is killing him at this point, right?
Well, we have to do 8 plus 5, 13.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like rescuing citizens isn't the way to go. So let me see. I do have to give out my winging it tokens. We'll give them out to Rocket, to who has a lot of power. We'll do Venom, and we'll do. I mean, Nebula could get knocked out, but maybe I should activate her first, right? We'll do Nebula.
Nebula or Rocket? Which one does more dice?
I mean, why don't I do both of them?
Well, if one of them does more than 3 damage, it's gonna...
Rocket doesn't suffer from collision damage, by the way.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's how they changed him.
Yeah, so do Nebula. Well, yeah, do Nebula, because she'd survive being thrown, right?
Yep. Yeah, and then they throw her into... I don't know. Well, I'm probably going to have to do both of them, right? So Nebula heals one, right? Is she the one that heals one?
Yep.
All right. And then... Oh, wait. We didn't do automatic power phase. Let's not forget that. So Nebula is now up to 3 power, which means she can do her shock sword assault again. So after this attack is resolved, place her within... And I could stun. Is that what we want? Oh, no, you can't stun. But it's 6 dice. So let's do it.
What is this?
Energy attack. Shock sword assault. Oops. Hold on. That doesn't count. There we go.
1 defense.
Sweet. All right. Let's just make it happen. Oh, my gosh. So I did get 1 critical. So let's add 1 dice. And roll it. Whole lot of nothing.
Did you distribute the wing in it?
I did. She got
So
1. So she is going to re-roll 2. Since he had such a bad roll. Although... Come on. Alright, so she got 1, 2, 3.
And he got 1 defense.
Alright, so that's 2. So the good news is I'm not getting thrown. Alright.
Alright, do it again.
Well, hold on. Let me get out of range of everybody else. I can place within 1 of him, right? So, isn't that correct? Isn't that what this attack did?
Yep.
Yep. And then, so I'm going to do my blaster pistol, or you're saying do the shock attack. Do the physical and pray for... Alright, let's do the physical attack.
Well, whatever.
Well, no, I mean, I just need a magic symbol. I should have probably saved my winging it for this, but... Well, I couldn't have re-rolled anything here anyway, so good news. Miss. Alright, no defense. That's 2 more damage.
Nothing. Any shock?
Yep. Oh, no. I didn't roll the shock. No, he's not shocked.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't roll magic. Oh, Nebula did not heal herself, clearly. Did I heal somebody else?
No.
I don't know what I did. I might have missed something there. Because I thought I healed her, but clearly not. Alright, so that's Nebula's activation. Oops. It also activated Gamora for no reason. Because her card is so big. Alright, what do you want to do?
Who has power? Star-Lord has a bunch of power. Can he do anything interesting with that?
Alright.
Since you can't see it.
It's here. Star-Lord, he has element gun, full auto.
Yeah, but how much does that
3?
cost? We can't tell.
I know. Just hit the alt button while you're highlighted over it.
Yeah. Yes. All defending areas. I mean, we need to do 1 damage, so.
I think Rocket's the right move. Well, can he... How far away can he attack? His attacks are 5
Far can
range.
Cap throw?
So where is he going to run to? He's going to run up here after we kill him. I think Rocket will still be able to hit him, right? And Rocket's close to dead. Because Rocket only has 3 life on this side also. And he's going to...
Yeah, let Rocket go.
So I'm going to go with Rocket. He's going to use the 4 power. Oh, no, he's not. Not on this first attack. Oh, I had booby traps, by the way. When the enemy character ends its movement within 3 of this character may use its superpower. Roll 4 dice. The enemy character suffers the damage for each magic roll. I mean, that's 3. It's pretty expensive, but something to remember anyway. Plasma Rifle. After an attack is resolved, this character gains... I mean, I think I only need a regular Plasma Rifle attack, right? So let's just do that. 5 dice attack. Go ahead and do a energy defense. Got 2 criticals, so should be good. Wow. 4 damage total. Yeah, he did.
2 block.
So he... What are you laughing about?
It's the voice. It's for God's sake.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, the audience didn't get to hear that because of the... I had to turn computer volume off because you were echoey. I actually could have turned your volume off, I guess, and kept the computer volume on, but it's fine.
Thanks.
All right, and he's within 5 of me still. So guess what's about to happen? We're about to open a can of you know what. Now that was a builder, so I get equal to the damage dealt. That was only 1 damage, right? All right, so I'm going to spend 4 to do his Hedron Enforcer. Before damage is dealt to the enemy characters within 2 of this character suffer a damage and are pushed toward the target character short. Oh, he like gathers everybody in. That's pretty neat. All right, so it is a 7 dice attack. It's energy, so go ahead and roll your energy defense. Wow. It's not great.
2 shields.
All right, I'm going to use my, whatchamacallit?
Winging it.
Because there's no reason not to. I mean, I guess I could use it for defense, but let's roll these blanks. I don't like seeing blanks. Shields are at least something. Wow. that was not great. That was not great. Good. So 4, he takes... Whoa, what do you have, 2 defense? So at least they don't get thrown. Got that going for me. Oh, did you already do the damage? Now, I did roll magic. What does that do on this attack again? Vortex. Before damage is dealt, other enemy characters within 2 suffer a damage and are pushed towards him. That's kind of neat. I love the cinematics of this game. But let me tell you what it does right now.
All right.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
So Cap can do a... Yes, Cap is going... I'm going to activate Cap.
All right. Let's do it.
He's going to do a shield slam. For 2 power.
Okay.
So it's 6 dice physical attack. Well, I get to move him away from the point and take it over.
Oh, nice. Seems good. Oh, so physical?
Yep.
Why did it roll it out of the box? No one knows. He did get a critical.
Well, he blocked it all.
Now, does it still push?
But it doesn't matter because he moves. Yes.
So let's read what it says. So shield slam, if the target is size 3 or less after the attack is related, may be thrown short.
It's resolved. It may be thrown short.
So it is thrown from himself short. So
yeah.
So you could throw him into Rocket, who does not suffer collision damage.
And he takes 1.
He'll take 1, but it's still 1, right? I mean, just move the thing. Oh, you can't move it.
No. So he gets 1. And now Cap will spend a power.
Cap can still do some stuff.
Take over that. He
He
has
can
one
still do
action.
his shield throw.
So I guess he'll shield throw. So that's 5 physical.
Seems right. Yep. And what do you get? Damage equal to the... Oh, and it would ricochet off that character potentially with magic too.
Yeah, ricochet and do.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing.
again, it's bad. Ooh, 2 criticals seems good.
2 criticals.
Unfortunately, he rolled a critical as well. Wow. Holy cow, Jerry.
5.
5 damage. He has 3 blocks. So 2 damage. Again, seems like the perfect number.
All
right, so he's going to roll for Doomsday. He's only going to get 2 dice because we control literally all the points. So a magic and a shield. Better age. Ultron destroys a terrain.
This shouldn't have one on it anymore.
Yes, correct. So he picks the closest thing to the center, basically, at this point. The biggest building, the biggest thing closest to the center. I still think the car is closest, probably. Well, hold on.
Thing closest to the center.
I just made that up. Let me tell you what the priorities really are.
They may choose any terrain feature.
Priority is 2 range of the home base, 2 range of Ultron, and then the largest. So I lied. It has not.
So the building.
Is the building 5? No, they're both 4.
Yep.
So we get to pick.
Oh.
I think we're supposed to pick the one that's worse for us. So. What do you want?
Well, the fire truck's closest to him.
Dr. Hand says this looks awesome. Oh yeah, and we get to put Citizen out too. Within 1 of it. So not all the way over there.
Well,
yeah.
It moved it for me for some reason.
Yeah, Dr. Hand, I agree. We're going to talk about it in a minute, but it does. It plays very fun. I'm definitely enjoying it quite a bit. All right, so now it does its programming function. Oh, did it do both things, or just the one?
That was just magic.
So that was the magic. What's the other symbol? Shield should have been first. Remove terrified citizens. That would have been first. So nothing, and then it destroys the building. It does it in that order on purpose. So it's not a double jobbing. All right, so he comes over here and takes this over and sits on Iron Man.
Is that Iron Man?
And again, he's not allowed to be overlapping, right? But this AI just has certain points it keeps pushing it to, which is fine. Attacks Iron Man with what? Metallic Talons.
Metallic Talons.
You using any... so blanks do count for hits. You using any special abilities from Iron Man?
Nope. You don't have any.
Oh, that's not Iron Man. This is Iron Man. He does have Invincible Iron Man, so he does reduce it by 1.
Yes.
By the way, he's about to light you up.
I got 1 defense.
Like Han Solo.
So
I don't know
-2.
why I said Han. So -2. He hits for 6. So that would be 4 damage.
He's dead.
He is dead. He did. So make sure you get power equal to the damage you took. Now, is he dead?
No, he's dead.
All right. So dead means that they get a victory point.
Just 1.
Yeah, 1 victory point for knocking out a character. But we also have 1 less activation now. Dead.
And Iron Man 3.
No spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, I don't know why it...
I don't know what you said there,
well, I deleted the thing, and then it moved Cap in his space for some reason, instead of just sliding everything down. Anyway. All right. So, but that is also 1 less activation we're going to get. All right. You do somebody, then I'm going to do Venom. Or do you want me to do Venom first? Oh, end of activation. You want to get the fatal blow? Well, I don't know. You might be able to kill him. He's only got 3 life left. You want to do Spidey? You want to do Venom, Vision? I would offer you Iron Man, but he's dead.
Is he within 3? He's not within 3 of Vision.
A Vision? No. Not even close. I mean, I guess kind of close, but.
Oh, he's close. What can Spider-Man do?
I mean, you can move. You do get 2 actions.
Well, for Vision to use his super attack, he has to be within 3, and I would have had to use the gain 2
power.
Power.
Yeah. Go do something with Spider-Man. Spider-Man, though, is, I will say, an objective collector. He's typically not a heavy damage character.
No, I guess we'll use taser webs.
Taser face.
No, we won't. He doesn't have enough.
Yes,
power.
that only his superpowers. So just as a reminder for the Day Like Any Other, the Avengers thing, each turn you may reduce the cost of your first superpower used. Attacks are not superpowers. So you could do Webline, push him short.
Is Ultron within 4?
Of you? Of Spider-Man?
No, Vision.
Oh, Vision? You really want Vision. Nope.
Well, Vision does more dice with
I mean, you want me to just symbiote him to death?
Taser webs does more.
I do have We Are Venom here.
Is that a physical
7
attack?
dice physical attack. After this attack is resolved, the character removes 1 damage from itself for each damage inflicted.
Yeah, go ahead.
Range 3. Oh, I'm out of range 3. Again, we're looking at the shadow. I think I've cheated a couple times tonight, but I'm not going to cheat this time. I'm going to move first, and then we're going to do it. And if I don't kill him, then you do something. He moves short. I mean, this is short. It's way less than short. I'm definitely within range 3. We are Venom. And I do have, whatchamacallit token, too. Winging It tokens. So I spend 3. Right? Is that right? 3 for this attack? Yep. 7 dice. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see you. Let me hear you say "wayo." Did you do your physical defense?
No. I was reading my powers.
I do get 2 criticals. Although, let's be honest, most of my other stuff were misses. Oh.
Physical?
Yep.
Oh, you already
Yeah,
rolled
I'm
those?
using my Winging It token. I mean, there's no reason not to. That seems good.
3 defense.
6. So I do 3. Exactly 3. Boom, boom, boom. Hold on.
Oh. He just exploded.
All right, so that's a victory for the good guys. We were playing on tutorial level difficulty. So the way it changes is with the next level of difficulty up, he would roll 3 dice every round instead of 2 is the only difference. And we would have cards. That's standard difficulty. The next difficulty up, he rolls 4 dice every round, and we have less cards. We had 3 cards per team, I think. Then it would go down to 2 cards per team, then 1 card per team. You could also add life to them. I mean, there's many ways you could vary the difficulty in this one. I don't think it's fully fleshed out. I think this is something they did as a spare side thing, but I think it's pretty good, and it teaches you the game.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts about... let's start with... what do you want to start with? Crisis Protocol in general, or this scenario specifically?
Well, I mean, let's start with Crisis Protocol in general. It seems silly to start with the scenario and then talk about the game.
I'm a silly man, Jerry. You should know that.
Oh, that's true. That's very true.
I'm going to try to get us to our post-Scream discussion. I just got to change the name and all that. But, yeah, go ahead. Let me know. So, what are your original impressions of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's pretty fun. I don't know, I still had that, that issue with having evil guy team and good guys on an evil team.
Right.
kind of bugs me a little bit, but we didn't play it that way this time.
Well, and you don't have to, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like when they get damaged, they get more power.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things that are not specific to the scenario, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's swingy, right?
I mean, generally, I like it, though. I mean, there's the objective. It is swingy. It is very swingy, but, you know, it evens out after a while, I guess.
I mean, I think you're going to have games where it's going to be...
You know, in the beginning, he was...
Oh, go ahead.
In the beginning, Ultron was rolling really well, and then by the end, I mean, he had that time he rolled 7 blanks.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess it evens out.
I mean, I definitely think it evens out. So Dr. Hans says Civil War style, where good guys against good guys, bad guys against bad guys. I mean, there are enough scenarios in Marvel Comics and things like that where the bad guys are on the good guys team that it doesn't bother me as much as you. But you can play it however you want. Certainly, though, if you go to a store or a tournament or whatever else, people are going to have, like, a Koye on the evil team or whatever else.
Of course.
Because they're going to go for the most powerful stuff.
Right, but for a game that seems so heavily themed, like with the powers and everything,
right?
It doesn't. And I'm not a comics fan. I mean, I like the Marvel cinematic universe,
right?
But that doesn't happen in the cinematic universe. I mean, it might happen in the comics, but I'm not a comic guy, so.
They want you to always be able to use your favorite characters, and they don't want any character to be wasted. So, for example, if I love the Avengers and I love Venom like I do, and if you or Guardians, I mean. And Venom, that I could use them. And I can use, even though it's a good guy and a good guy, I could also use Ghost Rider on this team, which I like Ghost Rider as well. So it lets you use your favorite characters, whether they're, you know, the same or different.
I get it. It's just kind of, it's one thing that's not themey for me, where everything else seems very themed.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
And the miniatures are great. And I will say, I'm going to complain a lot about the core box here. The miniatures in the core box are a pain in the butt to put together, but I will say they get better the further out they go. Like I didn't put Venom together. I mean, I put Star-Lord, I even put Ghost Rider together. I mean, so let's see if I can find Ghost Rider real quick. And I mean, you'll see just how many characters there is in this game too. But Ghost Rider has a very cool card, or a very cool like motorcycle and all that stuff. I put this model together. It wasn't that bad. The only weird part for me is this like chain that's going around. Like, I feel like it's gonna break at any moment. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
oh yeah, but that's kind of his thing, right?
Free dangling chain there. But, I mean, you look at this model, and it was actually pretty easy to put... It was way easier to put together than somebody like Zemo. Or even... I don't think Spider-Man was too bad, but I bet it had as many parts as Spider-Man, which was a core box character. He wasn't one of the harder core box characters to put together. Cap... I don't think Cap was too bad.
You just hate Zemo.
Zemo was the worst. I mean, Zemo was by far the... But, I mean, this is a game. You've seen the rules today. It's very... easy to get into, right? I just realized I'm in our zoomed in, so I'm going to make sure these characters are on the bottom of the screen so people can see. Or actually, I'm just going to switch back for now. So people can see the characters that I'm talking about full screen. Yeah, so I mean, like the starting characters, I don't know why they were so hard to put together. But like I said, Ghost Rider, which is one of the newer models they have and is a great model, right? He was actually not that hard to put together. So I think they get better over time, but I hope they redo the core characters at some point. Rocket was a pain. He was one of the first set. So you see his upper jaw, you had to put his upper jaw in his mouth. That was the only hard part on Rocket though. I think the gun was like...
It seems like Games Workshop level miniature assembly.
Yeah, but the game is so straightforward and so cinematic, and it has a theme that people are going to love, right? So that's my biggest complaint about the game. I don't mind the swinginess. I don't mind the good and evil on the same team. I do like the fact, look, this scenario, we won by defeating him, and honestly, most times I played it, I won by defeating him. But I do like that this game is typically very scenario focused. Like in regular scenarios, when you and I are fighting against each other, we can't just, I guess you could just clear them off the board and then you'll win by controlling all the tokens. But it's really a game about controlling points and things like that. So even if you have swingy dice rolls, there are still ways for the other team to win or at least be in the game. So I do like that about the game as well. I like this scenario aspect of it. And the superpowers feel very much like the character's superpowers, right? I feel like the things on the card are very thematic to that character. What are your thoughts on that? On the powers? Did you think there were too many powers, not enough powers?
Well, there's too many powers for when you're first starting.
Right.
And then it's not too bad once you have figured it out. In other words, there's a little bit of a learning curve with each character. So you probably want to play with the same group the first couple times you play. Just, get used to their powers and understanding what they can do and what the combos are and things like that. Because if you're trying new characters every single time, I think it'll be harder to actually enjoy the gameplay because you're too busy
learning the character,
trying to see what powers to use when.
And a lot of time, though, the powers themselves you're not looking at multiple characters typically. You're looking at whoever's attacking and whoever's defending most times. Now, it might determine who you do attack, right? So you may change who you would want to attack based on that.
Yeah, but how many times did you had to stop in the middle of your roll to go back and see if you had any powers?
Oh, I get it. I totally get it. So Dr. Hans says, limited co-op scenarios makes me highly unlikely to get this, but always been intrigued by the theme, theme-wise, so happy to have watched. So let's talk about that. I'm actually going to the Board Game Geek page now, and let me see if I can switch it to internet.
Yeah, and you only need the core box to play this scenario, right? I mean, you don't even need anything beyond the core box.
This scenario, yes. Now, we were playing with non-core box players, characters, yeah. But yes, we would only need that. All right, Jerry, man, you're going to be like on all my pages. You're my go-to now. On all my pages, wherever I am. So window capture. There you go. All right. So I'm transitioning us over to Board Game Geek, just because I want to show that there are actually other scenarios that you can get as well. Now, these are free scenarios, and they are not designed by the creators of Crisis Protocol itself, Atomic Mass Games. But yeah, look. Oops. I tried to hit tab, and it just scrolled me up to the top of the page. All right, so you got all these files here so that they have what if scenario. This was just put in 4 days ago. This character here, PKAT337, is the one that has been making a lot of these scenarios. But that is a what if scenario. I looked at it earlier. Basically, you make a team of the points are going to vary based on the whatever cards come out. But you're going to make a certain point team for them, a certain point team for yourself, and he's got AI. So this one is basically can be done with almost anybody. Peace in Our Times solo scenario with Infinity Ultron. So of these files, a lot of them are these solo scenarios. Let's scroll up. Quick reference. Co-op Encounter vs. Thanos. Again, same designer. Character card redesign. Solo scenario Green Goblin. Again, same designer. World War Hulk solo scenario, same designer. So I don't know how good these are. I have not tried a lot of them, but he's been putting out Dormammu. He's been putting out a lot. Secret Empire, Captain America.
I've come to bargain.
So Many Snacks, Venom. So I mean, if you look at these cards, a lot of these are solo. Hell's Kitchen, Kingpin, Red Skull, MODOK, Spider-Man, Deathpool, Cable. All these are solo scenarios that this guy has put together. Again, I don't know how good they are, but you can tweak stuff, right? I mean, if it's not great, you tweak it. So I do think there is a lot of play out there. If you get this. Now, again, a lot of them, though, do require characters outside of the core box. So I don't know. I think there is more play there than it originally looks like out of the box, but I also get it. It isn't unlimited for sure. All right, so let's talk about the scenario. What are your thoughts about the scenario itself, the co-op version?
So it feels like there's too many characters on the good guy side or the player side, because there were several characters that didn't really get involved in the action much at all.
I gotcha.
Like Spider-Man didn't do a whole lot, right?
Yeah.
Iron Man didn't do a whole lot either.
Yeah, which is 2 of your 4 characters that you were using.
Yeah. Now Vision didn't do a whole lot except that one round where he did 8 damage, but that was nice.
Right.
But it just seemed like there were too many characters to have them all do something productive.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it's fun. I liked it. What'd you think?
I like it. I think I don't love the fact that I'm not exactly sure that I'm playing it correctly. And this is somebody who plays a lot of co-op games, plays a lot of co-op scenarios, obviously. I feel like there's still a couple things. I mean, there's only really one thing I'm not sure of is when he moves around, how that's supposed to work. It's just not clear on the card. I asked on the official forums last Monday, so it's almost a week ago at this point. They haven't answered. I know it was a holiday week, but, I mean, it's been a while and no answer yet. So that bothers me a little bit. Beside that, I think it's fun. I've never gone beyond this tutorial. I would love to try the cards. I've never even played the game with the cards. And a lot of the cards, what they do is they give you cool thematic stuff that would happen in addition to your powers. So some of the cards you could use are things like you shoot your blaster off of Iron Man shoots his blaster off to Captain America's shield. It deflects and hits them that way and does, special attacks. They're basically once a game ultimate powers that you can use, and you build your deck of cards. There's a card called Avengers Assemble, where anybody who spends a power can get a free short move, every one of your Avengers. So that also wants you to not only keep your half of your team in affiliation, but only the Avengers get that benefit. So it makes you want to keep your whole team in Avengers affiliation. So stuff like that makes me happy, right? Like the cards seem to add very cinematic moments. So I haven't even tried that. So I don't know how the difficulty increases with rolling more dice. I'm always happy when the dice don't come out too bad for us, right? So I can imagine that more chances for the dice to go bad would be harder. And again, as you go up and up and up the levels, they get more automatic dice rolled at the beginning. So, I mean, each of those things are pretty terrible for the most part. But the only thing that really bothers me, again, is I don't know if I'm playing this stuff right. And that bothers me.
Yeah, I think if you're going to play the tutorial scenario again, you might want to do it with less points.
Sure.
Right. Although I only had 14, right?
No, you had 15.
You sure?
Yep.
3, 4, 4.
Cap's 4 also.
3. No, Cap's 3.
Or Iron Man.
Oh, no, Iron Man's 3. Cap is 4. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe play with less points on the co-op side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe knock that down to, 28 or whatever.
Dr. Han says, this one person making the entire game viable for me. And he laughs. I mean, I agree. And I don't even know if any of those scenarios are good. I would certainly like to try some of them. They are definitely less pointed scenarios. You get a team of 14 points. So maybe you and I will do that, where we each get like 2 characters each. And try to come up with a fun team to play against one of those scenarios and just see how it works out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in these scenarios, fewer characters are probably better because then they can each do more, I guess.
Well, and you don't have as much to focus on, as many special abilities, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't too bad because by the time I was getting to the next one of my characters, I had time to look at what they could do.
Yeah.
But it was just disappointing that some of them seemed like they were out of the action.
Yeah, and I don't know that's ever not going to be the case in some of these cooperative scenarios, especially if you're only going against one enemy. Whereas I feel like if you're going against, a team of 5 against a team of 5 or whatever, each of your characters will probably have more to do by themselves. And if you're playing the competitive game, you're obviously going after scenario objectives and things like that, and not always just trying to fight and kill stuff. Although, obviously, the fighting and the killing stuff is some of the more fun stuff.
Now, I will say, like, in this scenario in particular, some of the characters are less useful.
Okay.
Like, a lot of their key powers just don't do anything.
Right. When you're attacking trying to attack multiple characters, stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Attack multiple characters, or something that does stun or stagger or poison or bleed.
Right.
Those powers are essentially much less valuable.
Yes.
So usually it's not worth doing them.
That makes sense.
And I also think there might be a bit of a rock, scissors, paper element.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, I've only played a game and a half.
Right.
But like some characters are clearly going to be better against certain characters than other characters. Does that make sense?
Well, and the scenarios will make a big difference as well.
Yeah.
So again, in a competitive game, I think the scenario is going to make. I think certain characters and teams will do better in certain scenarios. Certain characters and teams will do better against other characters and teams. But that's why I don't mind the swinginess as much, because I think that evens the playing field a little bit, if that makes sense. Where I might have it.
I'm just thinking like people like Captain America are doing only physical attacks,
Right?
Which is fine. But if you're going up against somebody who's really good at defending physical, not quite as good. Right?
Correct.
So, I don't know. If you play in like a tournament or something, can you have like a sideboard of characters?
Well, that's how it works. So the way the game starts is you start with 10 characters and 10 cards, and you build up a team, and each scenario is going to be different. So, and then you bring 3 of what are called crisis and 3 of what are called extractions. The crisis are the things you usually fight over, you stand next to, right? They're the points you're trying to control. The extractions are usually the things you're trying to pick up and carry with you or whatever else. So you get a random extraction from one person and a random crisis from the other person. Both of those will have point values on them. So how many points you're going to play. Whoever goes second gets to pick the point value that you're playing at for this game. And then, so you can see their list of 10 characters, but then you kind of go off to the side for, 5-10 minutes. I don't know how long it takes. And you build your team for that mission. So you know what the scenario is going to be. You know the possible characters your opponent's going to have. And you build up a 17-point team or a 14-point team or a 20-point team, depending on, what point value you're playing at, off to the side by yourself. And then you both reveal and you start placing your characters at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like a good way to do it.
Yep, and same thing with your team tactics cards. So you can build a wide variety of team tactics cards. Some are very specific to characters, some are very specific to team affiliations, and even when you build your roster of 10 characters, again, that's the one nice thing about being able to pull characters from different factions. You could have, 2 to 3 teams already in there, and then you could pick different teams out of those 10 characters based on the point value, what the scenario is, stuff like that. And the other person doesn't know where you're going to go, the more variety and flexibility you have in those 10 characters.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds decent. Hey, do they have the Fantastic Four yet?
I don't think so.
For Crisis Protocol? Wow. Surprising.
I mean, the game's only 1.5, 2 years old, right? Let's look. I don't think so, though. So, I mean, just starting with A, Amazing Spider-Man, Ancient One, Angela.
It'll be under, like, Reed Richards.
Ant-Man, Baron, Mordo, Baron Zemo, Beast, Black Bolt, Black Cat, Black Dwarf. So they obviously have, Thanos and all his Black Panther, Black Widow. They have a second Black Widow, so there's one in the core set, and there's one that came out with the Hawkeye pack. Blade, Bob, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's one of my favorites. So,
what's he, 1 point?
No, he's 2 points. They don't have 1 point characters, but he's awesome. He has 3 life on one side, medium. But he has a Hydra Pistol, which is just a 3 range 4 dice. But he has excessive violence, which is a 4-ranged 9-dice attack. This character may choose the attack only if it has a loaded token. After the attack is resolved, the character loses all loaded tokens it has. To get a loaded token is 8. To get another loaded token. It does start the game with a loaded token. Before the attack, before the damage is dealt, all other characters within 2 of this target suffer 2 damage. All other characters. Doesn't say friendly, enemy. Everybody within 2 of the character takes damage. Before damage is dealt, this character is thrown away from the target short. The throw is resolved by the player controlling the target character. So if I'm attacking you, you get to throw him short. Then, if this character does not have a dazed token, it suffers 3 damage. So when he does this excessive violent attack, it kills himself. But if you look on the other side, he can't die this way. But how? If this character does not have an activated token and would be KO'd by having damage tokens placed on it, it gains the dazed token instead. During the cleanup phase, when you would normally flip this character card as a result of a dazed token, it remains on its injured side and loses it. And this character loses 3 power. If at any time this is the only character you control, you lose the game. Bob, Agent of Hydra, can't die. He literally just, once you kill him on his other side, he just stays alive forever. But you can keep dazing him so he can't do anything. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty hilarious. So he gets thrown back by his missile launcher. Yeah, so anyway, I mean, they have, guess who he comes with? He comes with Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah, and you get a ice cream or a food truck with that as well. I don't remember what the food truck is, but yeah. But yeah, you could see they have a wide variety of stuff here. Blade, Bullseye, Cable, Captain America. They have Captain America Sam and Captain America Steve Rogers, obviously. Captain Marvel, Carnage. Yeah. Casanova, Clea, Crossbones, Crystal. So, I mean, you want X-Men, you want whatever. You were saying Gambit you like. The Gambit's in here. Obviously, Wolverine. Dormammu, who's just a giant freaking character, is in it. So, the biggest negative to the game is the price. And actually, Dr. Han is saying that in the thing. I feel like each character is extremely pricey. Over $20 for a single mini is rough, and I agree. The price on this isn't great. The price on the core set at $100, I think, is a very good value. You're getting 10 characters in the core set. You're getting terrain in the core set. You're getting all the measuring tools and all the tokens you need. I think that is a very good value.
Yeah, I'd agree. Well, it's not. I mean, it's still expensive, but you're getting for a miniatures game. It's reasonable.
But then you look.
It's all the characters.
Yeah,
that are a fortune.
Exactly right. I mean, they're like $35 for some characters, or $35 for a pair of characters in other situations. So that to me is very expensive. You really have to be committed to this if you're going to do it. There is a secondary market for this. There's a Facebook group that sells models. That's where I've gotten a lot of my stuff. Partially because I'm not much of a painter and I'm not a fast painter. So I did buy a couple pre-painted models in the secondary market. They're also cheaper there. When you buy them online, like I got all the Guardians as a bundle for like $110, which all the Guardians include Star-Lord, Nebula and Gamora, Rocket and Groot, and Drax. And Ronan. So, and all the cards and stuff that come with them. I agree that you're not just getting the models, you're getting some cards with them. But it's still very, very expensive.
So $110 seems like a lot for that, right?
Yeah, I mean 6 models.
I mean, not compared to the game in general, but that was at a discount, and you're getting.
Yeah.
It, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Kind
of steep.
Yeah.
But I guess they have to be kind of steep because, well, they're not manufacturing that many that they get the economies of scale, but also they
and they have to pay the licensor.
You know, a lot of people aren't buying a whole lot of them. Right?
Well, right. That's the thing. You don't need every model in the game. You literally need 10 models. You could literally go to a tournament with the core box. Now, I don't know that you would do very well, but they...
Probably not, based on what I've seen.
they are designed to be balanced around each other. Like, there might be a little bit of power creep, but, I mean, that's part of the reason they redid the core box, right? You could see a lot of those characters that you were using from the core set have new cards already, because they just rebalanced them. So I think you'd be okay. Now, here's part of the negatives as well, is you might be fine using the core box characters, but you might want cards that come in other packs, right? So, for example, Nebula and Gamora have a card called Med Pack. You just play it, I forget, it's 1 power, 2 power, and you could heal 3 from a character within 2 of that character that you're activating, right? And it's not an action or anything when you play these cards. That's a really good card. Hulkbuster comes with a card that Iron Man loves. I forget what it's called, but it's like a Hedron thing, and any Tony Stark character can use it. So regular Iron Man can use it. So even if you're not going to use Hulkbuster, you still might want that card to, do this super powerful attack. So that's kind of the negative. You almost have to buy packs to get cards to go with your characters as well, even if you don't want the pack itself. Now,
that's how they get you.
Well, if you're playing at home, you probably just print these things off, right? I'm sure you could find a place that has them. I mean, shoot, you could just screenshot them from Tabletop Simulator and have all those. Again, not encouraging people to do that, but if you're playing at home, like, who cares? But if you want to play a tournament,
right.
Go somewhere else. I mean, you could proxy every model in the game as long as you had the cards. You know what I mean? So I get it. It is very expensive. I have decided it is worth it for me. I have bought in. Again, I am doing a lot of my buying on the secondary market or looking for deals. I do think it is awful pricey at retail. And now I still do plan on buying some stuff at retail as well. I do want to support the game. I hope they keep producing it. I mean, obviously it's doing well enough that it's, they produced 101 characters in, 2 years. And one of those years being during a pandemic, right? So...
yeah, that's true.
I mean, obviously the game's doing fairly well. I plan on keep buying stuff, but I don't know how much I'm going to buy. And I think that's part of the fear for them as well. Because I already got a team, right? I've got the Guardians. I mean, I'm going to splash in a character or 2 here or there, but what do I need beyond that? I decided to buy Ghost Rider and Venom because I really like them, and Thor and Valkyrie. I did hear Thor had a good scenario in there. That's the other thing. You get the scenarios with the characters too. So certain characters, usually the leader characters, which is 1 character per box, are the ones that are going to come with the scenarios as well. So if you want to get cool scenarios, new cool scenarios, you have to buy a character for that potentially. But you could just go with the ones you have, right? And then you play against other people who have different scenarios. So I don't know. I get that it's pricey, but I also think if you want to be a minimalist with it, you can be. Just get a core set and, again, pick 1 team and build around them.
Yeah.
And be fine with it.
Well, and then, later on you can always buy a model or 2 more just to kind of put it in,
Right, and that's the thing. If you're going to do the modeling and the painting and all that stuff, then it's going to take a while. You don't want to play... I mean, look, this is the first game I've fully painted. Now, I say that, and then I bought all these other characters, and they're not painted at all. Like, none of my Guardians are painted. Some of my other characters are painted, but that's just because I bought them that way. Venom, Thor, and Valkyrie are painted, but I bought them painted. But again, that secondary market, that Facebook group was great. I bought them for $25 a piece, which is less than the cost of the pack, and they were painted already. So...
yeah, you can get, like, Spider-Man and Ghost Spider for $28 on, like, Miniature Market.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I mean, we are talking about MSRP here. That is the next one I want to get. I want to get Spider-Man, Miles, and Gwen. Those are... because, I mean, if I do that, I have Web Warriors. Because I got Spider-Man, Miles and Gwen, and Venom. So I don't need anybody else. Now, there is an Amazing Spider-Man as well that you could get, but I don't feel like I would need that. So I don't know. Like, yeah. I'm bought in, right? Like, I'm all in at this point. You and I have played many miniatures games over the years. This one has been one of my favorites. I like how easy it is to play, how simple it is. At first, some things throw you off, like cover and things like that threw me off at first. But every game has weird kind of cover rules and things like that. So it's very 2D in that aspect. Like, if you're on top of something, you can attack something, or if you're on the bottom, down at the bottom, and something's within one of you or two of you, it doesn't matter how high it is, you can still attack it. So that's what I mean by 2D. You're measuring everything in 2 dimensions. You don't use height as anything, but that doesn't bother me. I mean, it is what it is. They did it for simplicity, and I mean, I appreciate that to some degree. This is a game you need a lot of terrain for, too.
Yeah, that's another downside.
So what I did, though, for terrain... Well, first of all, and it's funny, you hear a lot of people talk about what they do for terrain. They just pretend they're in an Ant-Man scenario where everybody shrunk, and they just use, like, toys from around the house. So I have heard that a lot for people. They just do, like I said, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, whatever else. So you just use whatever you have as terrain. And that certainly works. All you need to know is what the size is. But the other thing I did is I bought these papercraft models. It's like $3 for, I can build as many of the buildings as I want out of it. So, I mean, that's another option. So there are ways to get terrain and things like that as well. I mean, when I play a lot of times, I'll just use whatever I have around, boxes, things like that as buildings. In the long run, again, you invest as much as you want in stuff like this. But for me, it is one of the better miniatures games I've ever played, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
And the TTS mod is very good, but it's very fiddly.
It is.
It's hard to tell certain things. I think it's, when people talk to me about Marvel Champions and how games take longer for Marvel Champions, I tend to strongly disagree with that and think I can play on TTS as fast as other people play live. With this game, I don't think that's true. Now, maybe it's partially because we were a little like, oh, we need to make sure, like, to the exact millimeter, like, is this within range? I don't know. I guess after a while, you just figure it out and you just, you're faster and looser with it. But, I mean, I guess you could tell this is not within range, obviously. You go straight line. You look at the shadow underneath. But still, stuff like that. That always bothered me with all miniatures games, though. That's not unique to this. In fact, I think it's maybe better here than it is in a lot of those games. All right, Jerry. Well, so any final thoughts before we get going?
No, it was fun. And, I'm glad they have such a good mod available for it. So if nothing else, if it looks interesting, you can just go ahead and try it out.
Absolutely.
The rules are freely available online. Just, read the rules. Mod handles a lot of the bookkeeping for you.
And if you do... And, and if you have...
Just play a quick one-on-one.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree. And if you have the game, like, I forget, I think Pumpkin said he has a lot of it. Just go online. They have new rules and new models. Go to the Atomic Mass Games website and download the new rulebook. And if you're interested in finding out more about the game, just go to their website. The rules are freely available there. They did just update them. That's the only reason I say that. There's minor changes to the main rules. But the big thing that's changed is some of the character models you have will be changed too. So go look at the PDFs. They have PDFs for all new characters, and even some of the cards have been errated and updated. So make sure you get all that when you're online. And that's the other thing. I think they're going to sell a pack of all the character cards and all the, cards to use in the game down the road. That probably would be like $50 or something like that. Which seems expensive, but you think about it, then you can just proxy anything, right?
Yeah, they did that for, Armada and Legion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Where
they had the upgrade pack or whatever.
Yep. And that way you can just use whatever you want at that point. And I think that'll be nice. I hope they put all the scenarios in there. Because that way anybody could play any scenario, which would be good. Because that's the biggest negative I have right now is, like, the core box comes with 3 extracts and 3, whatever the other one's called. Like, I wanted more. That's part of the reason I bought some of the characters I did. Like, Thor has something called hammers, which is supposedly pretty cool. It adds dice. Like, when you pick up the hammers, you get more dice. So you want to use those characters offensively. But then, of course, when they get killed, the opponent's going to pick up the hammer and use it against you. So, it's a nice push-pull there. Like, do you use that character and just run away with the hammer? Or do you use it for what it's good for, which is killing, but then potentially suffer the consequences?
Yeah.
All right, Jerry. Well, thanks
right.
for playing tonight, man. I've had a blast.
That was fun.
I've been trying to get this game to the table for a while. You know that. I've really been enjoying it. I usually don't go all in this way on games when I first get them, but I've really gone in on this one. So you know my feelings on it. But I'm glad to hear that you're having fun with it as well. And I look forward to playing with you live sometime soon.
Yep.
And we'll try out some of those other scenarios.
Those figures on the table.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
I was going to say, we'll try out some of the other scenarios on the stream channel as well. We'll just, proxy them up using whatever. Using this stuff, using the TTS mod.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, everybody.
Cool.
See you soon.
Well, good night, everybody.
Bye.